Welcome. Thanks so much for coming. I'm Dr. Ass. I'm a therapist. Crispy199, Data Dreamer, Wicked Lazy, Internet Pro, Abby Sally, Slurp Housington, Collecting Welfare, Jay Ragan, Hula Loop, Sunbro. The list goes on. Plastic Citizen. Welcome so much. Thank you for joining me. You're in my little home office here. I'm a therapist. I'm not one of those hoity-toity licensed therapists. I learn my stuff the way you should learn things. Wikipedia, YouTube, reading one book by Carl Jung, kind of cursory glancing at it and not really understanding it because the text was written in a way that was so dense that I couldn't really figure out what he was talking about, and he used a lot of words I don't understand. That's how you become a real therapist. So, I'm going to use that information, and I'm going to help my patients. Some of my patients are new, some of my patients have been here before. You in the chat, you're all going to help me. You're going to be my little assistants here, and we're going to get to the bottom of what these people's problems are and how we can help them out. Yes, it is windy outside. Pay no attention to that. I'm not in the middle of a hurricane. We may change the stock footage because this seems to be a common thing. And Sadville, I'm the doctor of therapy. I'm a therapist doctor, so that's one of the things that I do. To help with these patients, you can trigger some sound alerts that will prompt them to do certain things. If you feel there's something they might need some kind of prompt towards, we can definitely do that. And of course, through images you submitted in our Discord, and go ahead and join the Discord if you haven't yet, because there's a bunch of ways you can interact with the show through it. Through images submitted in our Discord, we can give them a Rorschach test and see if that gives us any more information about them, who they are, what they think. And of course, you can prescribe them a treatment, or you can make them role play with the doll. I think that pretty much covers everything. Wicked Lady approves of the Discord. That's really nice. Otherwise, I think we're pretty much ready for my first patient to come in. Yeah. Hey, hello.
Hello there.
Hi.
How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Well, actually, no, I'm doing pretty bad.
Well, of course. I can help with that.
That's why I'm here.
Yes,
for
yes.
therapy, for talk therapy.
Can I get... This is our first time. This is our first time.
Yes, indeed.
Can I get your name?
First-time patient. Toodlepip Graveyard.
Right. Toodlepip. You called me. Toodlepip Graveyard.
You could call me Toodle. Perhaps you could call me Pip. But whatever you do, don't call me Graveyard.
Okay. Absolutely understood. I'll probably call you... I'll probably call you Toodle. I'll probably call you Toodle.
Okay.
Toodle, what brings you in here today? What can I help you with?
Well, perhaps you're familiar with my oeuvre as the most famous proprietor of haunted houses in Los Angeles County.
Ah, haunted house proprietor. Okay. You're the first person with that job to come in here.
Well, that's good. We certainly wouldn't want to repeat bits on this in this format.
I'm not sure what that means, but keep talking.
So, I run a famous string of haunted houses around this time of year called Toodlepip's Tombs. Some alliteration with my last name perhaps would have been more appropriate, my last name being Graveyard.
Yeah, I would say that was...
But I said no. So anyway, my problems arose late last February. I was perusing the aisles in a local CVS when I find myself surrounded by all manner of red things, little red hearts, boxes of candy, cards, soliciting a potential paramour. And I think to myself, what's this? What's this? You know?
Don't look at me, please.
Okay. So, my problem is that I've decided to shift my my emphasis this Halloween to Valentine's Day. People are calling me the Jack Skellington of kissing.
Okay. What does that mean? The Jack Skellington?
The Jack Skellington of kissing.
Like from Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Instead of spooks and scary people popping out with little fake chainsaws. My mazes are now filled with people kissing and doing sort of above the pants stuff.
That sounds really great. I mean, kind of exactly like the plot of Nightmare Before Christmas, but instead of Christmas, it's Valentine's Day.
Things, yes, almost exactly.
That's really
Have
nice.
a look at this
Whoa.
image
Whoa.
and tell me
Hang
what
on.
you see.
Before we get into sort of the predicament you find yourself in, I'm going to use this to get a little sense of who you are as a person. I'm going to pull up this image. Tell me what that is. To you. There's no wrong answer. There's no right answer, I should say. There are wrong answers.
Looks like a cock.
That is incorrect.
Did I get it?
Nope. Okay. Well, it's good for me to know that. That is unfortunately not right, but...
What's this? What's this? There's little candy hearts. What's this? There's little cards for people I love. Little girls, they make me feel so... I like
Is this...
little girls. Oingo Boingo, that's also Danny Elfman.
Okay. So is that a... Were you
Anybody
doing
got that? Anybody got the deep cut there? Oingo Boingo?
Yeah.
Alright, just making sure.
Sorry, that's my secretary. They're listening in. Don't worry about that. They just get bored sometimes, so they like to listen.
Don't
Well-
mind us.
Well, anyway, I'm just a little bit depressed, you see, because people have misinterpreted my intentions.
Okay.
You enter our haunted house, and above the door it reads, "Scary stuff inside, scary Halloween stuff." And when you walk inside, you see two women kissing, and I've gotten a lot of heat, a lot of flack for what I think people have assumed to be homophobic intent.
Oh, because you're saying there's scary things inside, and it's two women kissing, so the implication is that that's scary, that people of the same gender would be kissing?
If it were simply a Valentine's Day themed house in October, nobody would go inside. So you have to bring them out. You have to induce their participation by means of.
I'd like you to tell
false
me a little bit
advertising.
more about your mother.
Okay, and I think this is going to help because of all the Danny Elfman stuff. I want you to tell me a little bit about your mother and how that maybe affects your choice to make scary Valentine's Day, is what I'm gathering.
Is there perhaps a doll with whom I could speak regarding?
Nah, I'm afraid that's...
Is that a difference?
That's not covered on your plan
I
yet.
see,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, my mother was a big fan of Oingo Boingo.
Okay.
She
That's
told me
another red flag.
when I was 9 years old, she told me she lost her virginity at an Oingo Boingo concert in Santa Monica.
Wow, and that is not something you should tell a 9-year-old. Santa Monica lost her virginity.
Ooh, what is that? A gross ooh? Like ooh, or is that a oh?
I think it was the latter. I think it was the
It's
latter.
not like what?
Yeah, I think you nailed it.
It's not like
Yeah. Okay, so your mom, when you were 9, told you where and how she lost her virginity. You now cling to Oingo Boingo references. Maybe that's related. And you've made a Valentine's Day. What would you call it? House? Valentine's
It's a haunted
Day
house, a haunted maze.
Okay.
Spooky fog enshrouds the exterior of this haunted abode, and upon entering, you are met with the luscious, lascivious goings-on of two young women just kissing, just light kissing, you know, they're not even Frenching, it's just sort of a light kiss.
Hilloth brings up a good point that, or Silloth? I don't know how to say that, but they bring up a good point that you might have just made a Halloween peep show unintentionally. Can I ask what brought you in here?
Only above the pants stuff.
Okay.
They're not
Was
fucking.
it notes for this? Is that what
They're
you
not
wanted?
they're not fucking.
Okay. Did
Valentine's
you
Day,
want notes for this,
all right?
or is there like a problem you were having in relation to this?
Well, I've gotten a lot of heat from GLAAD.
Okay, so you are in trouble for being
I am in
homophobic.
trouble for being homophobic,
Okay.
yes.
I don't know if that's something you talk to a therapist about, but we can try to get into it.
Well, I'm worried about, cancellation.
You're worried about your...
Aren't we all sick of that, huh?
I'm not going to get into that if that's okay.
That's a sort of an existential fear.
My secretary's boyfriend is clapping for you. So, I wouldn't worry about that because it seems like you are not in any way notable. I know you mentioned that you have this chain of haunted houses. Well, I'm sorry, but I know you mentioned you have this chain of haunted houses, but
Somebody's
I feel
a fucking moron.
people don't really keep track of who runs the haunted house.
Somebody's never been to a haunted house in his fucking life.
Can I point out a problem I've noticed with you? You don't let people talk. You talk over them when they're talking. Have you noticed that?
Go ahead, finish what you got to say.
Okay.
If you were saying something interesting, perhaps I wouldn't interrupt.
Okay, I was just saying nobody gives a shit about you or who you are. That's what I was saying. I was saying you are a completely anonymous, useless person. If you disappeared tomorrow, maybe 3 people would be
Have a
aware
look
of
at
that.
this image and tell me what you
We're gonna
see.
get this Rorschach test. All right, now what do you see here? And again, there's no right answer, but there are wrong answers.
I see the visual embodiment of romance.
Okay, again, that is...
Also a cock and an ass, is what
Okay.
I see.
No, you were closer the first
Big
time.
hard Rod, a big hard Johnson, and a soft,
Okay.
cushy.
You know what? You don't have to get into it with that level of detail. It was wrong. That was wrong. It got wronger the more you talk. Where was I? Yes. Nobody gives a shit about you. You do not matter. I've never heard of you. I'm sure very few people have ever heard of you. No one would want to cancel you because they don't give you that amount of thought. Does that make sense?
Tell that to Twitter, buddy.
Okay,
I'm trending.
Tell me more about how that makes you feel.
And let's talk about how it makes you feel, but we'll get into the fact that you think you are trending on Twitter. But first, let's hear about how it makes you feel for me to tell you you do not matter, nobody gives a shit about you, you're completely anonymous, you are dust in the wind that's still put together for now.
One more time, what the fuck are you talking about?
How does it make you feel to know that you are completely irrelevant and nobody cares that you exist? And most people, I would say 99.9999999% of people have no idea who you are.
Bad.
Okay.
Pretty bad,
All right,
actually.
that's good for me to know.
I'm kind of feeling worse.
Okay. So you said
So-
you were trending on Twitter?
I see your point. You're saying I should enjoy the fact that people loathe me and revile me because
No.
it's better than anonymity.
No, you came in here and said you think you're being canceled for making basically a Halloween peep show, a Valentine's Day haunted house, something between these two things.
Burn in hell Toodlepip is trending on Twitter right now, globally.
Okay, globally.
Globally. I saw some tweets in fucking Arabic that it was a bunch of Arabic script, and at the very end it read Toodlepip should die in a fire.
So what else? So there's a bunch of Arabic and then an English phrase
A
following
hashtag
Arabic.
reading
Okay.
Toodlepip should die in a fire. They
Die
could have been
in a
talking
fire.
about anything, I suppose, and maybe they just got confused.
Okay. Wow, you are trending globally.
I'm cool with the Pakistanis. The Pakistanis are actually
Okay.
fans of mine,
Again, I'm not
so.
touching that one. Just not going to touch that one.
Also,
Okay.
kind of surprising that India in general would be opposed to a potentially homophobic.
Again, I'm not going anywhere near that
Piece
one.
of media.
All right, so you have been.
We can look at the
globally-
statistics. We can look at the poll.
You have been globally canceled. Maybe my friends in the chat can give me some advice about what you would do if you were globally canceled.
Yeah,
what
let's see what
could
they
you
got.
do to deal with that?
You want
Because
to talk
now
about
I'm-
some anonymity?
Yeah, now I'm realizing we have an
Fuck are these
actual
people?
problem. Now, the one thing I'm thinking, Sadville brings up a good point. Why don't you log off?
I'll never log off.
Okay.
You have to.
There's only so much I can do in that.
You'll have to take this cell phone out of my cold, dead hands.
Okay. Another idea is you can
I
make
love-
an apology video. This is interesting. So
Oh.
you can make a video where you get really sad and say you've thought about it and all this stuff. And do you want to try to maybe do a mock apology video?
Oh, I could do that. Yes.
Let's try to run through one right now. You're going to apologize for whatever it is.
Okay.
And I would not bring up any specific country in this apology video, and
see.
any language or anything like that.
I see. Okay.
I would just keep it very broad and general.
All right.
Also, fake your own death is another thing we're getting as an option.
That's a
an
backup.
interesting one. That's
I
a
think
good
we do
backup.
the apology, and if the apology doesn't work out, then I
fake your
pretend
own
to
death.
kill
Yes,
myself. All
absolutely.
right.
Change your
I
name
gone
and
girl
just
myself.
Go to Mexico or something.
I can gone girl myself. That'd be a lot of fun.
Okay, I'm glad you have that perspective about
I've
it.
always wanted to dye my hair in a sink.
Okay, we can do that regardless. You can just do that. If that's something you want to do, I encourage you to
Maybe
do it.
that's the solution. I think I'd feel right as rain if I did. But anyway,
We're
let's
gonna
try
put
the
that on the
apology
list.
video.
But first, let's try this apology video. So
Alright.
pretend you're holding up, you're doing a front-facing camera video. Okay, that can be your camera.
Sa,
Okay, bad start, but keep going.
it's me, Toodlepip. I just wanted to say I'm so sorry about what Ned Fulmer did. It's unacceptable for someone to have sexual congress with someone that's not their own wife, their own betrothed. We fired him. I'll no longer be speaking with him.
Can I stop you? Can I stop? You seem to have slipped into the Try Guys apology video. And it's not necessarily a bad instinct, because that's where you want to be. But let's try to focus this on what you are in trouble for.
Okay, all right.
That was a good... The essence of that, you do want to get that. But let's try to
Okay.
focus it on your scandal,
All right.
not one of those guys.
Got it. Okay, let's try again.
Yes.
Sa, it's
Okay.
me,
I wouldn't
Toodlepip.
do that, but okay.
It's me, Toodlepip. I'd like to apologize for claiming that Taiwan is its own independent state.
Gonna stop you.
Washer need a pungyo. Washer need a pungyo.
Let's
Pabu
tap
ran,
out.
Pabu
I'm gonna
ran.
tap you out. Is that another thing you are in trouble for? Is claiming...
To be honest, yes, that kind
Okay.
of buried the lead.
So that sounds like what you're in trouble for, maybe not. Okay, I'm not gonna pick and choose. Keep it vague. Keep it general. Talk about growth. Talk about reflecting.
Okay.
Talk about listening. Things like that. Don't worry about any specific detail of anything you did. People just want to hear certain buzzwords, right? Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. Buzzwords.
Yeah, just tell them, you've thought a lot about it, you've reflected, you've grown. None of that even has to be true. Just say it, okay?
Buzzwords then. All right, okay.
All right, let's give it another try. And wait, can I just real quick before we start? I would not do the "suh." Try it without the "suh," okay?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Why?
It just does not seem natural when you do it. It's very inorganic when you do it.
But that's my catchphrase. People know me for
Really?
Yes.
That is, I've never seen someone more awkwardly present their own catchphrase before. But hey, to each their own.
All right. Okay, let's give it another try. What's that?
Okay, got worse. Got worse in my opinion. What are you doing? No, stop it. All right, tagging you out.
You said do buzzwords.
Did you really think that's what I meant? Did you really think that's what I meant?
Ain't I a stinker?
Come on. I'm trying to help you, okay?
I've-
granted, you're paying me $300 an hour,
I've
but I'm also
decided
trying to be your friend.
I've decided I like being controversial. I've decided it now. I think I'm going to be the Dave Chappelle of haunted houses.
Okay.
I'm going to spin this into a $80 million Netflix comedy special where I talk about why don't people like the Valentine's Day house? Just because two women are macking at the front of the house, suddenly I'm a pariah.
Is this
My
your
best
Dave
friends.
Chappelle voice?
Yeah, this is my impression of Dave Chappelle.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay.
I can do actually a very good impression of Dave Chappelle, but I don't think
No, I
anybody
don't wanna
wants
hear
that
it.
for anyone here. Nobody
Yeah,
wants
maybe
that.
when you leave my office. All right. Well, I mean, then it sounds like you're all set. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. Go
We
dye
do-
your hair in the sink
There we go. Now we're talking.
and
Back
go
to CVS.
Yeah, start your special or whatever. It's okay. $300. You can pay my secretary on the way out.
All right.
And
We do Venmo now.
apparently, we do Venmo now.
Do you do Zelle or
No.
Cash
You
App?
do Zelle? No. Okay.
We don't do Zelle.
Oh, they don't do Zelle. What filth. What
Don't
degeneracy.
call my secretary filth.
Is she free this afternoon?
No, her boyfriend hangs out here during the day.
Oh, well.
He doesn't have anywhere to go, but he brings lunch, so I kind of let it
What
slide.
boyfriend ain't married? Anyway.
He's right
off I
there.
go. Whatever.
Okay. Take care, Toodle Pip. Okay. That's an example of sometimes you get someone who sucks, and they come in here and you have to help them anyway. This is the Hippocratic oath you take as a therapist, or even if it's someone that you hate and is loathsome, you have to help them. There's nothing you can do about it. They have $300. That's what it comes down to. But hey, that's their thing. I think we actually did help him in the end. He figured out he wants to be a canceled comedian or something, and it's a very lucrative enterprise right now, so maybe it's honestly a good thing. Well, that was the first patient of the day. I think let's do another one or two, and then I'll toss you over to the phone app where we do some more speed run therapy. But first, let's get another patient in here.
Is it time for my session?
Yes! Yes!
Yes, of course it's me, Mississippi Jackson, world famous explorer.
Mississippi Jackson, how have you been?
Oh, I've been great. Seems that someone has lost their spectacles on the ground. Maybe a clue to my next great mystery.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, okay. I'm just gonna we have a little lost and found bit.
Don't worry, the gun is not loaded, sir.
I know.
It's not loaded, but
okay.
if Alec Baldwin taught us anything, that does not stop a good man or woman from going down.
Okay. Yes.
Therapy again.
Therapy again.
My God.
Mississippi, how you been?
Well, I've been okay. You know, the exploring game's not what it used to be. Turns out we are out of places to explore. No one tells you that when you're getting your undergrad degree in it, though, are they?
You got your undergrad degree in
exploring, yes.
What school did you go to?
English literature or anthropology.
Tell me more about how that makes you feel.
It is not useful. It is not a useful degree. You look for jobs in your field. They say, "Oh, it's about the experiences you make in a liberal arts education." It's not true.
No, it doesn't matter at all. Look, you've told me about what that does, but how does it make you feel to know you wasted all that time and money?
Well, it wasn't my money. It was my parents' money. I have a sizable trust fund.
Okay.
And I feel safe telling you that in the confines of this office. Normally, I'm very embarrassed about it. I don't like to talk about it at all.
Nothing to worry about. It's just you, me, my secretary, her boyfriend, and some other people.
Talking to that faceless degree to...
I'd like you to tell me a little bit more about your mother.
And you know what? This is actually relevant because we're talking about your trust fund.
My mother. That salty old bitch.
Tell me a little bit about your mother. Okay.
My God.
Salty old bitch is how we're describing
When she wasn't hitting the bottle, she was hitting me.
Wow, that's horrible.
Yeah. Backhand. Nothing brutal enough to leave a mark, but just enough to make you know that she was there in the room.
Jesus Christ. That's
always
really
watching. I've never told anyone that before.
Wow. Well, I agree with the applause. This is a revelatory breakthrough.
Right out of the gates.
That's really great. Mississippi, that's a really profound thing to share.
Papa wasn't there either, was he?
I don't know.
Traveling around the world, looking for new places to explore. It was 1940s, right after World War II. The world was our oyster. The unruly British Empire had finally fallen, and us Americans were there to take the spoils. What a glorious time it was.
And then?
Then the oil crisis happened. Nothing was ever the same. I was Gen X, of course. You can tell by the way my skin and body looks.
Yes.
Not much to explore by that point. Just a few fucking bugs skittering around the ground. How do you think that makes me feel? To be the only explorer who the only thing I've discovered is bugs!
Tell me what you see.
Do not look at me.
Sometimes I just want to do something with this gun.
Okay, well, here's what I want you to do firstly. Never look at me again. Am I clear about that? We're going to pull up a Rorschach test. You tell me what this is so I can get a better sense of you. There's no right answer, but there are wrong answers.
It looks like Father after a hard night of drinking.
Okay.
Coming back from his latest exhibition with God knows what manner of witchcraft or wizardry he had found on the open sea.
Okay, well that is not your father, so that is bad that you got that wrong. But that's interesting that you see your father in places he's not. Mississippi, you're giving me a lot at once, so I'm gonna try to bring this in.
Let's slow it down a bit.
I'm gonna try to bring this.
I'm an open book. What can I say?
No, I'm glad. You're telling me a lot of information.
Living your life in the shadow of a man much bigger than you'll ever be, as much as you try and put on his boots, even though they're 2 sizes too big for you.
So that's the first thing I noticed. You're living in your father's shadow. You're trying to do the same job he did. He wasn't around a lot, so maybe this is a way you feel you can connect to him. Now, your mother was abusive and neglectful, it sounds like.
Yes.
So that's maybe pushing you further towards your father because while he wasn't there and that's its own form of abuse, he wasn't actively abusing you. So it's easier for you to assume that if he was
1,000 times,
if he was there, then things could have been better. So you cling to the idea of him, this ideal
Tell me more
father
about how that makes you
would be
feel.
there for you had circumstances been different. And you try to be an explorer to sort of normalize and justify his path as a thing that any reasonable person like yourself would do. How does that all make you feel to
Mr.
hear?
Therapist, Mr. Therapist, you
Name's
play me
Dr.
like
Ass.
the ivories of a beautiful giant grand piano. Each key more beautiful than the last. 1,000 great African elephants having to die just to make a single ivory key. But we know as the ivory plucks that string in the back of the piano, it makes a sound much sweeter than any plastic, horrid key manufactured in some factory by God knows who could ever hope to sound.
Great, so I fucking nailed it, it sounds like. Alright, so I got a big W on that one. That's good for me to hear.
Big W.
Okay, here's my advice to you. I could never begin to fix all the horrible shit that happened to you.
Then
That's-
why the hell am I here?
Well,
Sometimes I just want to take this unloaded gun
and load it and kill yourself with it.
or just play around with it in a threatening way to get
Attention.
attention.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
That's fine. That's a totally reasonable thing to do, and sometimes it's cool. You can be like, yeah.
What
look
if
at
I
that.
told you there was a bullet in this gun?
I would think you were lying.
Just one though.
Based on what
Don't
you
know
told
where
me
it'll
before.
land. Oh! Not
Oh,
that one.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I really do not want to cut you off.
Taking a phone
We were
call
about
in
to
the
hit
middle of
something,
our
but I
session?
get emergencies sometimes, and I need to take this. If you called me with an emergency, I would take your call too. So I hope you
Okay, I'm
understand.
calling in.
No, you can't. Not yet. Give me one. We're in the same room. This can't be
Hello?
an emergency. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No, not you.
I'm calling in.
It's you calling me?
I don't think so.
No, it's
I-
not.
my
Hello?
phone-
Doc,
Yes.
it's Arkansas Craig.
Arkansas Craig?
Not doing too good. Not doing too good,
What's
boss.
wrong?
What was that?
Please. What's wrong,
Did I
Arkansas?
hear the name of my deepest, darkest rival, Arkansas Craig?
Do I hear that schmuck across the phone?
I hate
That
when you,
son of a bitch.
I hate when you
From
two
across
run into
the
each
river.
other.
He rules the East Coast, as you can tell by his New Yorker accent. And of course, I rule the unruly West, as
Look,
you can
bro.
tell by my whatever you call
Look, bro,
these things.
you're lucky that I'm standing on top of a skyscraper right now looking down and contemplating my
fucker.
size, okay?
Okay, hang on.
Arkansas Craig figured out
I got
that
all
you can
this-
discover the city, and that actually counted.
I got all the mysteries on this side of the Mississippi solved, all right?
Wait, hang on.
Slate, nothing here for you to find out.
Arkansas Craig, when you say you're an explorer, do you mean you're like an urban explorer, like you find cool new shops and restaurants in the city?
That's right, with my two trusty, what are those phone poles that I got? You know, I got like two of
Yeah,
those.
like
Selfie sticks.
And he fucking he's the one who figured that out.
Damn.
That the urban explorer is actually. Meanwhile, I'm rooting around in the fucking dirt looking for goddamn dinosaur bones that haven't been there in 100 years.
I have a suggestion for
I'm
you.
also
That
the
is very
pioneer.
clever.
I'm the pioneer of urban explorers using, that's right, jet inline skates a la Jet Set Radio. That's how I get
Whoa.
around fast. That is how
It's
I find
so
out so
cool.
many mysteries.
Arkansas, are you trying to kill yourself right
Absolutely,
now?
absolutely.
Okay,
right
what's
now.
wrong? What's wrong, buddy?
I got nothing else to do. There's no more mysteries on this side.
What? No, there's constantly new shops and places to see.
I don't know, man. How many falafel places need reviewing? You know.
I mean, I would say anytime there's a new falafel place that needs reviewing. Listen,
But-
in New York right now, because of the whole property tax stuff and with the pandemic, there's not as many places opening, but it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back.
Arkansas, you can't kill yourself. If you kill yourself, I have no reason to live.
You hear that, Arkansas?
Our rivalry is the only thing that keeps me going in this fucked up, crazy world.
You're like
where
the
a mom
Batman.
can beat the shit out of her son, and a dad can be absent, going across the fucking world like it's his goddamn personal playground in the fiery ashes of World War II.
You know, I've always considered myself somewhat of a Joker to your Batman.
Yeah.
I was thinking the other way, but yeah, I guess that works too.
Looking at these six bullets in my hand and wishing I had a gun to load them into and do something with, you know? Just looking at these six
Arkansas.
loose bullets in my
Drop
palm.
those bullets.
Arkansas.
Wait, don't actually drop those bullets from the skyscraper. now
Okay,
that
I dropped
think
the bullets.
about it.
What
No,
next?
okay.
Crap! They're gonna fall so fast onto the ground, they're gonna go off when they hit the bottom!
Ow.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's not that bad though if it just hits the sidewalk.
Well, then it would go. The bullet would go off, and it would be like a gunshot. Is what
Yeah.
I'm imagining. I have a really active imagination.
That's good. I don't want to punish
I'm
that.
always
That's
I'm
good.
always thinking crazy ass
Arkansas.
shit like that. I swear to God.
Arkansas. Does that-
Mississippi, you and your what if scenarios, man, you crazy. You
How did
in
I
like a
come
good,
up with this shit?
I like
Are
a
you
good
feeling
way.
better, Arkansas?
Yeah, it's nice to know that I got an adversary, but also a brother in mysterious crimes.
And new shops opening all the time.
That's true. There's always.
Arkansas, if you wait, I'll be there, man, and we can get through this together.
Thank you. Okay.
Have a look at this image and tell me what you
I
see.
got a lot of stuff happening.
I fucking love you, man.
I'm getting
Love you too.
prescribed.
I love you too.
Okay, you know
But
what,
if he
Arkansas?
kills himself, Dr. S.
No, don't do it. All right,
It's
Arkansas,
real!
I don't want to put any pressure on
Active
you, but
imagination.
when you feel sad, it makes another person want to kill themselves. So you're not allowed to feel sad, okay?
Uh-oh.
Not
Good
allowed
to know.
feel sad.
I don't know
All
where
right.
the way culture's going, if we should even be joking about
Goodbye.
stuff like that.
Goodbye.
You ever
Okay.
feel that, Dr. S?
Mississippi, I have an idea for you.
I feel like you can't even joke about stuff like this.
I'm a very serious man. I've never been one for humor and jokes.
I don't know who I am, and that's kind of the whole freaking problem.
Yes, okay, well, I do have a prescription for you, but first, we're gonna do another Rorschach test.
Go!
Because maybe that could help me with my. Okay, so remember, no right answer, but there are several wrong answers.
It's me in Arkansas.
Okay.
Schoolyard chums.
Okay, again, that is not what that is.
Mucking around on our parents' estate. Our parents were friends, of course. Old
then-
explorers in the game.
And then you guys went to different coasts.
Yep.
Okay.
I had to stay at state school because my dad wouldn't pay for me to go to expensive liberal arts school in the American Midwest.
Okay.
Thanks.
That's good to know. That was not what that is, but it's good to know that's what you think it is. because
Yeah,
it-
I'm trauma dumping. Sorry, y'all.
It helps me with my prescription for you, which is to have an Old West duel with Arkansas. You guys, you do that thing where you stand at opposite ends of a big kind of open plain of the desert.
Yeah.
And you fire.
We
you,
shoot yourselves in the head
no,
at the same time.
you fire towards each other. But my advice would be fire just vaguely in the general area. Try not to hit them. Then you do your one shot and you go, okay, we did it. And then you guys go hang out and get to know each other.
You
a
know,
little
in
better.
Hamilton, that's how they thought it was going to go. but
Really?
then he killed a guy.
Really?
I saw Hamilton last weekend. You seen
What did
Hamilton?
I have never seen it. What'd you think of it?
Honestly, I thought it was great. I
Okay.
really couldn't get enough. Seriously, guys, it's a great show.
Okay, I'm glad to hear
It's a
that.
great show.
I've been trying to give you this advice for very, very long. I really think.
Tell
this
me
is gonna
more
help.
about
Take
how that
this.
makes you feel.
But first, you need to
Take
tell
this.
me more about Hamilton.
And shoot me with it if
No.
you think I deserve to
I'm not
die.
gonna do that. I want
I'm
you.
so sad. I'm so fucked up.
All right, we're gonna pull you out of this. Give me a review of Hamilton. Review Hamilton for me, okay? Stay with me here. Tell me about the singing. Tell me about the dancing. Tell me
was
about the
a-
story.
It was an absolute romp. The songs, the choreo, the stagecraft, hell, even the lighting design was near perfect. Though Lin-Manuel Miranda may have become annoying in the eye of the zeitgeist in the last few years, there's no doubt in my mind he's a once-in-a-generation talent that redefined what it meant to make musical theater in the 21st century.
Great. Exactly what I needed to hear. And how could you kill yourself in a world where Lin-Manuel Miranda exists?
Because he's not gonna live up to it with his next project, I know it.
We don't know that.
I know it, he can't.
And listen, maybe
He
he's
got
gotten.
through the sophomore slump, but I don't think his junior album is gonna hit the same chart-topping numbers that Hamilton did.
Listen, maybe he's gonna get bloated with success and kind of phone in the next
Dr.
one.
Ass Obama isn't president anymore. It's not the same cultural landscape that allowed someone like Lin-Manuel to rise to the top in the first place. I'm sorry.
But time keeps going, and while his next one might be bloated through his success, that will naturally lead to a failure and people becoming disappointed in him, which will light a fire under him to do even more and do even better. And as he has more time to learn and grow and experience things, so too will his work. And so maybe his next one won't be great, but you can bet sometime soon Lin-Manuel Miranda will top Hamilton. He has it in him. You know that. So you can't kill yourself. Don't look at me. Stop looking at me.
I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to do what Mr. Baldwin did anymore.
Good. Really good to hear that. Face more that way, please. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, now I have this advice I've been trying to give you since you walked in, and I need to get this out. You say there's nothing left to explore. I can't help you with how fucked up your family is and how that's gonna ruin you forever. Oh my God! All right, hang on. I do need to get this out.
And you're telling me this is what therapy is?
It
Oh,
is.
cool.
It is. Don't say that. That does not sound natural when it comes from you. Okay, 1 second. Hello. Yes.
Hey, it's Colorado Mike.
Colorado Mike.
Colorado Mike, my old friend.
No way.
Yo.
It's been too long.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Colorado? What's the emergency?
I'm looking at these pills.
Okay, why are you looking
I'm
at
looking at these pills. Still good looking tasty.
What's making you feel that way?
Ah, man, these cities are taking down all my favorite restaurants. They're taking all my favorite clothing stores, and they're taking all my favorite entertainment centers.
I was just talking to Arkansas about this. Listen, that's part of the pandemic with the supply lines that all got fucked up and everything, and capitalism's kind of out of whack right now, but listen, these things are going to get better. The stores are going to come back.
Doc, I hear you.
You're going to have more cool stores and shops.
Doc, these pills looking like Skittles right about now.
No, don't. They're not. They're not Skittles.
Colorado, you have so much more to live for. Just moments ago, I was ready to go the way of the dodo on Mr. Baldwin's set. But now
Mississippi,
I know
no.
that I am allowed to live.
Mississippi just had a breakthrough where he realized as long as he lives in a world with talents like Lin-Manuel Miranda, he can't kill himself.
Even if their next project doesn't succeed, the next one after that might.
Did you listen to Encanto?
No.
Buddy, there's more to live for, I promise you.
What is Encanto?
I promise you. So there's this magical house. And then all the family members have superpowers.
Okay.
Except for the main lady. She's the dud.
Yeah.
They're all what's wrong with you? You're messed up in the head for not having powers.
Okay.
And then it turns out her powers are therapy, actually. And the grandma's all we don't need therapy in this house. But grandma's wrong. And so she brings the therapy to the house, and then all the family members feel a little better about themselves. But it's all Lin-Manuel Miranda songs. They got that Bruno song. You ever heard of that one?
Colorado, I gotta be totally honest with you.
What's up, Mississippi?
That sounds like the biggest piece of shit movie I've ever heard of in my entire life.
I was thinking that too.
I wouldn't do any.
Wow.
I would kill myself before I watch something like that.
Well, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do either of those
I don't have to watch it.
Colorado.
Lin-Manuel didn't write it, right? He just did the songs.
He did the songs.
And there's hope, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just eating these like Mike and Ike's,
No,
bro.
stop that. Colorado, I want you to throw those up right now. Okay.
Colorado.
1 second.
He's throwing up.
Even if Encanto is bad and it's a stupid movie and people who like it, there's something seriously wrong with them mentally, or maybe they have just got the brains of kids or something, and they just, they never really grew up, so they got to go on Disney Plus instead of watching anything of substance in their lives. That doesn't mean they don't deserve to be alive. So I think you should keep throwing up and get down here and see Dr. S in person, because seriously, this guy can really fucking turn your life around.
I'm gonna give you the same advice. I think that was perfect. Okay? So don't kill yourself, and hey, you would consider him a friend, right?
Yeah.
So if you do, okay, so you can't do that because other people,
it affects them.
It makes them sad. So it doesn't matter what you think or feel. You have to keep being alive.
Because we live in service of others.
Exactly.
We have no life of our own.
Exactly.
This is a greater community we live in, and we should always be throwing away any passion or any wants in this world to help others.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what the hell you think or feel. It's going to be inconvenient for other people if you kill yourself.
And if that doesn't work, well then you just start fucking shooting.
I don't know about that one, but does that sound good, Colorado Mike?
I like what Mississippi said. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Okay, I'm gonna say you're fine now. Okay.
All right.
Ooh, I hate it. Okay.
All right. That's
I
the
don't know
all
if
right
I
you
got
did
him.
before you fucking do it.
Okay, quick. I really don't have a lot of time. I can't fix all the horrible shit in your life. You're gonna be fucked up forever. But the ocean. You
Have
can
a look at this
explore
image and tell me what you see.
First, we're gonna look at this image.
Yo,
All right.
this secretary's boyfriend. What did you think of Tick Tick Boom? Because this whole conversation is giving Tick Tick Boom vibes.
Is it?
What do you see here?
Oh, hold on. Kind of looks like an old set of armor that a big knight might have worn in the Middle Ages.
Okay, no, it's not that.
Okay.
It was a
Tick
cheese
Tick.
grater.
So that was your friend's boyfriend was talking about.
My
Tick Tick-
secretary's boyfriend asked you
Tick-
about Tick Tick Boom.
Tick Tick Boom. Do they have a lot? Is this like Tick Tick Boom?
I haven't
Is
seen
it-
it.
It's about the guy who wrote Rent.
Red. Now there's a
And
show.
he was bummed
Great
because he
show.
didn't feel like he could
Oh,
live up
right,
his own
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
And then he dies. I can't remember. Did he kill himself?
No, he gets AIDS.
He
Dies
gets
of AIDS the morning of the premiere of Rent.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
sad. He had no
And
idea.
Andrew Garfield, what a talent!
A lot of people say
You
that.
you kind of look like Andrew
No, I
Garfield,
don't.
Chris.
I actually
You've
don't.
heard. You've heard.
What did you
you've
just?
heard
My
that
name's
before?
not Chris. My name's Dr.
Dr.
Ass.
Ass.
My name's
Well-
James Ass.
I broke the fourth wall.
No, hey, stop that.
Just kidding.
Okay, listen. Listen.
There's no bullets. Remember?
I know. Listen. Listen. The ocean. Only like 10% of the ocean floor has been explored. So much of it. There's new species being discovered down there every year. We're learning so much more about how you don't even need to go up into space. You can stay right here on
Yeah.
Earth. You can go to the ocean
Yeah.
floor. James Cameron has a submarine. Yeah! Yes. Yeah! So you can live up to your father, even though you'll never get the feeling that you're chasing by doing this because
Right.
he was a bad person
I don't want to
too.
hear that part.
You can still at least logistically do the thing you're trying to do, which is explore more things and find new places.
Okay. Well,
You can go into the ocean.
I have one question for you.
Okay.
And depending on your answer, I may be cured forever.
Okay.
If I explore the ocean long enough,
Uh-huh.
will I find any fucked up weird little guys down there?
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen Planet Earth or like oceans or any of those
No.
things? Dude, everything down there is fucking weird and
But like humans that I can talk to and can be my friends. But they're
okay, I
fucked
don't
up
know
and
about
weird.
that. I don't think humans can exist that
No,
deep
no,
down.
well, not humans, humanoids, man.
What are you looking for?
Atlanteans.
No, you're not gonna find.
Nemorians.
Okay, well, okay, I can't say
The
for
damn
sure.
fishmen from One Piece.
I can't say for sure you're not gonna find those things. It would be really crazy if you did, but hey, that's something to chase.
I might find the fishmen from One Piece.
You might find what? Yes.
Thanks, Dr.
Of
S.
course, of course.
It's been great knowing you.
It's been. What do you mean? Why'd you say it that way?
Because once I go down in the ocean, I'm never coming back up.
All right. Well, choosing not
It's
to hear
gonna be
that.
like motherfucking Atlantis down there, the movie.
Choosing
Thanks,
not to hear
Dr.
that.
S.
$300. Pay the secretary on the way out.
Cheers, love.
We take Venmo,
They take Venmo.
not Zelle.
That was a tough one. And if you haven't gathered yet, thank you. If you haven't gathered yet, a lot of my patients are explorers. It is a very depressing job right now because there's so little to find. Luckily, we got urban exploration, and then of course, I always pitch, go down in the ocean. You can find all types of new and crazy and weird stuff.
You know, Dr. Ass, that Atlantis movie's got an Armenian in it.
Really?
I'm pretty sure the dude with the mustache is Armenian.
Means nothing to me.
Gotta watch the movie, Dr.
Means
Ass.
absolutely nothing to me. If my name was Dr. Asyan, maybe things would be different. But my name is not Dr. Asyan, it is just Dr. Ass. Hey, keep it down out there, okay? Oh, means nothing to me. I am Dr. James Ass. My family has been in America for a long time, and we go back to somewhere in Western Europe. It's irrelevant. Okay. 2 down. What a day it's been so far.
I'd like you to tell me a little bit more about your mother.
And we've had this happen before, and I will tell you about my mother. I never met her. I have no idea who she is. As far as I know, she
Have
did
a
not
look at this
want me.
image and tell me
That
what you
is
see.
fine. It makes me normal and okay because I didn't have a chance to be messed up by my mother, so I'm actually normal and have no problems. And that is a dolphin man, and I'm correct. Yes. 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 I have no problems. I am normal. Everyone else is weird. I am normal. That's why I do this. That's why I watched all those YouTube videos. Because I am normal. And I have an obligation to help people. Oh, hey. Hi. What's up? You're in my home.
Oh. Is your house?
It's my home and office.
Do you get like a tax write off for that, or
I can write off the mortgage as work expenses.
the whole
yeah.
mortgage?
Well, like the monthly payment.
The monthly payment on the mortgage.
Yeah, I can write that off
Not
as a work expense.
Interest?
The interest as well. I consider that part of the monthly payment. Who are you?
Oh, sorry. My name's Jan.
Jan?
Yeah.
Like, how do you, like, Jan, like, is that like a European?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Jan?
Yep.
Okay. What's your last name, Jan?
Last name Smith.
Thank you, you will never escape.
Are you here for therapy?
You're a therapist.
Yes.
No, I was just kind of walking around.
Okay.
But you're, I mean, yeah,
Okay,
are you doing anything? Or?
I actually do have an open hour right now, but if you want therapy, you have to sit down and you can't look at me.
Okay.
You interested? It's $300.
Yeah.
We take Venmo.
Yeah. Okay, great. Perfect. Yeah, that sounds
Okay, great.
Cool.
I got a prescription for you,
Okay.
apparently. Sit in the chair back. Perfect. Okay, this is perfect.
Okay.
Jan, I'm going to have you sit in the chair facing... Wait, backwards?
Have a look at this image and tell
Okay,
me what you see.
we got to turn the things up. We got to turn the things up.
Who are you talking to?
Doesn't matter. My secretary. Listen, Jan,
Yeah.
sit in the chair backwards, but also don't look at me if
Okay.
that's possible.
Perfect. Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, swung my doodad.
I noticed you brought a camera.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean to come here.
That doesn't necessarily imply you would have a camera, but we can... Listen, before you do that, I want you to look at this image and tell me what it is.
But not you, and sit backwards.
Yes, but well, before you do that, you can look at this image and tell me what it is.
It's some kind of like guy or friend, or like
A guy or a friend, okay?
yeah, he's got a bunch of legs.
Yeah.
Little legs that look like they're good for sticking up on the ground.
Guy,
And
friend, little legs, good for sticking to the ground.
He's got a good mouth on him.
And a good mouth on him. Okay.
2 eyes for looking, pretty typical these days.
Yeah,
And
true.
95 on the side.
Okay.
Middle of the decade, the 90s.
You think he was born in 1995?
Is that what you think, or I was just saying 95, middle of the 90s.
Okay. That's good for me. Okay, I have so many questions for you.
Yeah.
I've noticed you are handcuffed, partially. Oh! Okay. Man down. You got a man down.
I don't want to look at you.
Please fix this, but do not look at me.
Yeah, absolutely.
It breaks the therapy. Okay, I'm gonna help you.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna help you.
that's okay.
No.
That's like looking at you. Or
It's not looking at me. I'm helping. I'm allowed to look at you.
okay.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect.
Still do not look at me.
Okay, but I can sit backwards in the chair, but I just can't look at you.
Yeah.
And but I can like turn my
Head down.
Head
You can
down.
turn the head, but it has to be down.
Head has to be down.
Because you can't look at me.
Okay.
That's how this works.
Head has to be down, but
Head can be up too, but it can't be
just
facing
can't be
me.
facing you.
You
Okay.
understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Got it. Perfect. Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Yeah.
You're getting close.
Tell me
I'm not-
more
but I'm not
about how
looking
that
at
makes you feel.
Okay. How does it make you feel to be in this slapstick situation you find yourself in right now?
Well, to be honest, I don't.
Okay. Hang on. And don't look at me while you do this,
Yeah.
please. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You okay?
I'm good.
All right. If you were to say you have a problem,
Uh-huh.
what would you say your problem is?
I guess I wouldn't say that I have a problem. Or, that's not. I wouldn't usually talk about that sort of stuff. I've never done therapy before.
Okay, good. Well, maybe it would be good to try it for the first time. Something brought you in here today, right? I don't know what it is. How'd you get handcuffed?
Sorry.
Please never do that again.
Yeah.
How did you get handcuffed?
I don't know. I was just playing around and.
What do you mean you were playing around?
Oh.
Okay. So you brought these from home?
No, I just saw these.
Where did you see them?
I saw them out. They were
You
just
were
around.
out? Okay.
I was out and I saw them and I started playing around with them and then I got caught up in one and then I wasn't thinking about it, I guess. I tricked around on the other one.
Okay. So you're now handcuffed and you don't have the keys to those. Oh, there you go. That's good. Don't do it again. And don't look at me.
That's my one rule.
I'd like you to tell me a little bit more about your mother.
This is gonna be good. Tell me a little bit about your mother, so I can get a sense of what your problems are.
Sure. So, they got a whole testing situation out underneath the city. And,
Wait, what?
And my dad was a scientist, and he came in a bunch of jars, and then they found a bunch of warm pods underneath the earth, and they brought several of them up, and they found out that they could read their thoughts, and they were like a different species, or like big critters. And my dad thought they were really sexy, so he gave a bunch of them the jars of his cum. And
So your dad had sex with a weird underground critter?
no.
Okay.
No. He didn't. He just gave them the jars of the cum and then said, "You can do whatever you want with it." And
So your dad donated jars of cum to a bunch of weird underground critters.
then, well, not weird.
I'm using
To us, they're weird. But
Okay.
to them,
To themselves, they're normal.
yeah.
Okay. And then how did that make you?
So he went back down a week later, and all of them hadn't touched the cum jars except for one of them had shattered it open and drank it all up. And that one turned out and spat that at another one of them because they didn't like the taste of the broken glass or the cum. And then that one absorbed it through its skin, and it got pregnant with me.
Okay. So
And then 100 years later, I was born.
Wow. So this was like a long, long time ago.
Well, again, to us, but to them, to the big pods, that one of which is my mom, that's not long at all.
Okay. Similarly, you were my first patient whose mom was a big pod that had him inside of her for 100 years.
The first one?
You're my first one.
I feel like I talked to like a billion people that have this whole thing happen.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't say. And what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I'm
I was
so
just
sorry.
playing around.
I'm getting an emergency call. Please don't hurt yourself while I'm on this call.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa, I like that ringtone.
Thank you. Hello? What's up? Can I help you?
Wait! I'd recognize that tone anywhere.
Is this your mother?
No, that's my friend Edgar. Hi, Edgar. Yeah, and he said he can write it off on his taxes. And an office. Yeah.
How did he get my number?
Oh, well, it's like posted outside. Somebody graffitied it on the outside.
What?
No way.
Does that mean he's outside?
Oh shit! Oh my god, Laura's there too.
Yeah, Laura's here.
Hey, hi Laura.
I understood that.
The two of them were dating for a while, but
now they're just friends?
It's okay. Sorry, I looked at you.
Yeah, don't ever do that again. I've really talked about that. What's going on here?
That's like a joke voice to them. It's like doing Johnny Carson.
Okay. I'm gonna hang up now.
Don't.
What did you want? What's going on here?
They're just like calling to chat. Hang out.
Okay, well do that on somebody else's time. I don't know. You guys just can't call and hang out on my phone.
It doesn't say it's an emergency thing outside. It's just someone wrote the number up.
Okay, but this is a line for emergencies. I'm in a session right now.
It doesn't say that. I'm sorry.
This is racism.
What? All right, I'm hanging up.
You're being racist.
I'm hanging up.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I didn't mean for it to get heated like that.
It's okay.
Edgar and Laura are really good, and you seem good too, even if you have an office at your house.
That's not. What is that? What's wrong with having an office at my house?
Have you ever seen like a movie? People always go to work somewhere.
Okay. Because you've seen in movies people go to work at a different location?
Yes.
Don't clap for that!
Who are you talking to?
Don't look at me! That's my secretary and her boyfriend. Don't clap for that.
Do I still have to sit backwards in the chair, sir?
I would say you've done that enough. I'd say you're okay.
Okay. Forward.
You can sit normal in the chair. Just do not look at me.
And again, normal to us, not normal to like a pod.
Yeah, not normal to a pod. I don't know how the pod would sit. Just sit. His name's Jan Smith, by the way.
Who are you talking to?
That's not important. Don't look at me.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, stop. And you're down again.
Everything okay in there, sir?
Yeah. Is it weird? Hey. Is it weird that this is my house and my office?
Are you asking me?
No.
Are you gonna be mad if I don't say the right thing?
Just, yeah, you know what? Never mind. Forget I asked. I think it's normal. Why would I go just rent some office space, some cold, empty office space, for you guys to show up a fucking drive out? We all have to drive to some random arbitrary place in the middle of town so you can be like, well, I guess I'm paying, you know, you're paying for this place, so that justifies me giving you the $300. Just give me the $300. I made this place very hospitable. This is a nice, warm environment. You can tell me anything that you're dealing with. You have this beautiful chair, and I have this chair, and there's this table in front of us. What else do you need? Why does it need to be in some office park in the middle of town? So I can go get my lunch at a Subway nearby instead of having my secretary's boyfriend bring me lunch? No, that's stupid. I go outside, I go places. I go to the theater. I go on nice little walks sometimes. It's not like I never leave the house. It's just, why would I waste? Okay.
Santa came early this year.
Sorry.
I feel like, no, it's okay. I feel like you're kind of like putting stuff that people aren't like, I'm not accusing you of anything by saying it's weird. Or like saying that you don't like get out, or like that you don't have like a bad balance in your life. I'm just saying that like there's a conventional notion that I have, and you know, I admit that's on me.
And also it's like maybe normal to us, but maybe the pods, you know, they work from home.
No, they don't. They go to an office.
All right.
They'll work at the same office.
All right.
There's like 30 of them.
Okay.
But again, billions of people have them as parents.
Oh, thank you so much, Zach. Don't worry about what this means.
You keep saying that, but I'm kind of worrying about it more as you say more stuff.
You know what? You should be focused on getting up, on trying to figure a way to be sitting normal without looking at me in the process.
You didn't tell me that.
Hang on one sec. Feed Zach and team, welcome. We're doing therapy right now. We're getting to the bottom of people's problems, and we're diagnosing solutions. I got this guy. His name's Jan Smith. He was born of pod of some kind. He's got a bunch of weird shit going on with him. We've got a prescription for him, and let's see what it is. Sit under the chair. And that feels like a dangerous game. I will do it, but this feels like you're tempting fate here. Okay.
You're gonna do what?
I'm not doing it. You're gonna do it.
Doc, a little help? Doc, you're not gonna believe this. I got stuck on the chair by my little bracelet.
You've handcuffed yourself to my chair.
Yeah.
Okay. You've handcuffed yourself to my chair.
Yeah.
All right. I still need to do the diagnosis here. So I'm gonna put this on top of you. Okay.
Ow!
Just be cool about this. Okay. Stay down. Stay down.
And don't look at you.
It's gonna be easier. I'm just gonna.
Ow!
Is it?
Thank
is
you,
it
thank you. You will
That's
never
good. No, that's
escape.
fine.
Is it okay?
It kind of looks like my friend.
It looks like Edgar.
That's kind of what Edgar looks. Ow!
Okay. I'm just gonna bring it down like that. Okay. Is that helping at all?
Well, I can't move now.
Yeah, I didn't think it would help.
Tell me
Gotta
more
be
about
honest,
how
I
that
didn't
makes
think
you
it would
feel.
help. How does it make you feel to be handcuffed to my chair while stuck under your own?
Well,
And do not look at me.
kind of must be how my mom felt.
And your pod mother, talk more about that.
Well, she's kind of like she was stuck, like I am under the chair in the one world, underground, where there's all sorts of other critters that we don't even know about. And the handcuff to the chair is kind of like being handcuffed to my dad, the scientist, into the world of the living and the world above ground, where we have cities and things like that. So it's kind of like the situation that my mom was in, that I find myself in now, because you're imprisoning me in your home office by locking me under your chair.
It's really different, but that's kind of okay. It's you tried. I appreciate that. Hang on, we got another prescription here. Drink 1 beer with a raw egg and tomato juice. That's interesting. That's probably not
We're gonna try to do it.
Really?
We're gonna see what we can do.
Well, there's no way we have tomato juice.
We're gonna make it work.
I like an office, they might have some.
Okay.
This is for me.
Hello?
That's my secretary's boyfriend.
I'm drinking beers.
And he gets you
brings
sandwiches for lunch.
Sometimes
Don't
I
look
feel
at
like
me.
I'm addicted to beers.
We'll talk about that another time, okay?
All right.
I'm sober.
Don't look at me.
I'm sober.
Okay, I don't care. I didn't ask you that.
I feel like you're kind of defensive because it's like this therapy isn't going well.
I don't think it's not going well necessarily.
Necessarily?
What do you need? What is your problem?
I didn't come in here with a problem. I kind of was stepping around looking at my device, and then I just like wandered up some stairs. Like the door wasn't locked.
The door wasn't locked? It's supposed to be locked.
No, the door wasn't locked, and there was graffiti on the outside with a phone number on it, which is probably how my friends got the information to call you. But again, didn't say that it was an emergency only line, so.
I just need to get the $300.
Do you know there was a big war with the pod people?
No, don't look at me. Tell me about the war while I prep your drink that's gonna make you better.
It was really horrible.
That's it? Just that it was bad? When did it happen?
Like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, just now?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is probably a fresh trauma you're dealing with.
Well, it didn't happen to me, but like I was worried about Edgar and Laura, so it was actually kind of cool to hear them call.
Yeah, that is nice. Hey, I got a question. Where were you originally going when you wandered up here?
Oh, I was making videos.
What do you mean?
You didn't even ask me about this.
I haven't had a chance. You've been falling all over. Okay, what do you mean making videos?
I filmed videos with my camcorder. Or
don't look at me.
Can I look at you through the
No,
viewfinder of my
that's still looking at me.
Yeah, I make videos with my camcorder.
Thank you, you will never escape.
We're gonna give you another treatment, and I'm starting to regret this being a specific sound.
Do you know how there's diners that have like old-timey aesthetics, but you know, it's clear they have like they'll have like a Wi-Fi password or whatever on the menu?
Yes.
But they still have like old-time font. I like to find diners like that, and when I find one, I sit and I wait, and as soon as it gets lit on fire, I take a video of it.
Wait, as soon as it gets lit.
Yo, what up, Teach? What up, brother?
Don't do that. This
I'm
is my
fucking secretary's boyfriend. I've been fucking kicking back in the fucking ante room of the fucking office, but I got a beer from my trunk, dude, and I got a raw egg and I got fucking tomato juice, like you wanted, brother. Yeah.
Hi. I'm Jan.
All right. Whatever. Okay, drink that, and it will maybe help you. Don't look at me. You gotta stop looking at me. The therapy will not work unless you do not look at me.
I'm sober. You think it's good therapy for me to drink this all right now?
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
What kind of sandwich does he get you?
It depends on the day. Usually he'll get me like a meatball sub maybe. That's one thing that it's kind of consistent. Sometimes he gets me like this thing. He gets me this thing from Jersey Mike's that's really good because it's like half turkey and half roast beef, and then it has bacon on it too, which I think is very delicious. But yeah, that's kind of the stuff. You okay? You okay? You're spilling it a lot. Do the pod people drink different than we drink?
You drink out of big straws.
Drink out of big straws. So this must be like very overwhelming for you.
You don't need cups or anything.
Okay. Hang on, we got another treatment apparently. Okay. I don't even know how this works if I'm being honest. We're gonna make you do the hokey pokey, and I don't know how because you are stuck to my chair right now, but maybe you can try to do it from the position you're in without looking at me.
Are you trying to kill me?
No. I'm getting advice from my colleagues. Don't look at me.
I don't think there's any colleagues here. I think you guys are in your head.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm normal, okay? I'm the most normal guy there is.
Just tell me what'll fix me, Doc. Just tell me.
The hokey pokey, okay? Doing the hokey pokey. And I don't know what it is we're trying to fix, but it will help.
Okay.
You put your right hand in.
And you can't do that because it's stuck to the chair.
You put your right hand out. You put your right hand in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around.
Without looking at
That's what it's all about. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille! Mother, I'm coming home to fight in your armies! Thanks, Dr. S! I'll never look at you again!
Alright, great. $300 though, don't forget.
What?
$300, don't look at me. $300 on the way out.
Got my phone.
You can use that to Venmo. Ugh. Got another absolute freak. Hey! Where'd that guy? Who was that guy?
I'm just playing.
Can we? Alright. Can my secretary, Shannon, can you lock the door, please? I found out the door wasn't locked.
It only locks from the outside.
No, that's... What?
Yeah, it's one of those locks.
When did we get one of those locks?
Only locks from the outside.
When did you do that? When did you put in a lock?
I didn't do it. Guy who built the place did it.
Sir, you left your bath towel on the water cooler out here.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's my house. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
Who's saying that?
I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
Who's saying
There's
that?
two Rorschachs out here just hanging out.
What does that mean?
Hey, what the hell, man?
All right.
I'll be in Rorschach in here today.
All right. I gotta sort out.
Rorschach here.
I gotta sort out what all this shit is. I gotta sort out what all this shit is going on with. Some people can't afford my services because it's very expensive because I'm really good. So we give you this cheap garbage crap called Best Help. So we're gonna do some Best Help where you, the schmucks in the chat, can get your own therapy done. So we'll be right back to my deluxe nice services, but first some garbage crap services for you in the chat. We'll be right back.
Happy to be your therapist today. This is so great. Welcome to Best Help. I'll be giving you quick little tips to make your life better. Throw your problems out in the chat, whatever's going on in your fucked up little life, and I will give you a solution to it. Only on Best Help. And remember to rate me 5 stars because they do look at the ratings, and I've been getting a lot of less than 5-star ratings recently. What do we got? What do we got? People don't like you. There's nothing you can really do about that. Try and find at least one person that thinks you're interesting at all and fall in love with them. Can I cure your ED? Yes, of course. You can use promo code HIMS.com on the Best Help app to immediately get help with that right now. How do I handle my existential dread? There's nothing quite like sitting around a cozy fire and reading a nice book from Ayn Rand. What color should I dye my pet duck? Dye it the freaking colors of the rainbow. It's the most beautiful colors of all. I had a daddy issues, now I have mommy issues, and I'm addicted to Athian X Help. I don't know what the fuck that means. If you can't even get your problem across, maybe find a different app. I'm running out of room for more face tattoos. What do? Get them all removed and start from scratch like a beautiful start of a new painting. I went in for a colonoscopy and I woke up in a different room. That's okay. The doctor's allowed to do whatever he wants to you when you're under. That's part of the Hippocratic Code. If we put you under, and a therapist can do this too, they're allowed to do whatever they want to you with whoever they want. That's just part of it. Where does my health insurance not cover therapy? Because you're probably just regular fucked up and not really fucked up, and you can't prove to the state something bad enough happened to you to deserve it. If you shaved your fucked up cut, maybe shave your fucked up cut. I don't know what that means. I'm addicted to mental health. Can you smell fear? Of course you can. It's the smell you get at the grocery store. Thank you.
Hello? Hello? I'm here to help answer your questions now. My ex thinks I should give him my dog because they got him while we were together. You give him the dog, that problem is over. Next. Cigarettes, that's good. Next. Does smoking cause lung cancer? No, what the fuck are you? I'm serious. I'm sure how fish smokes those, it will. Can you help me start smoking? I will wish you a joke. Approx how long it take until I get the termite killing my guest in roller coaster tycoon? I never go away. And you used to inform. How do I avoid all my problems? You go in the big box. Is it possible to fall out of love? Yes. Is smoking cool? Yes. What's that accent? It's my accent. I'm serious. Hey, that's what I smoke. Don't touch on me. How do I start smoking? Pick some up today. What pharmaceuticals can you get me? You get all of them, but you do a big rainbow. What happened to Funkadelic? I see. Are you Swedish? No, I'm American guy. My mom left at a young age. Now I can't fall in love. Am I good? That's fine. They got the video game. Thank you, I will. Thank you. How can I win Overwatch? Use the cheat code website. They have all sorts of different maps that you can do. The map on the character. Can you stop? No, sir. I do the timer. Barbaros are better. I disagree. Our addiction's real. No, it's all made up by people like me. 14.95 cents way too much, bro. You own price it. Very state by state. Will this torment relent? No. And cancer? No. Pisces. Smoking good for you. That's not a question. Thank you. I keep on dreaming about swelling on the edge of a razor. Is a good thing or a great thing. It's good. You're good at balance. I got some characters in there. It's funny. Raids are better than mentals. I don't know. I play Apex Legend because I'm so messed up. Help. That's good game. Use the cheat code book of maps. I feel like I'm having a stroke because of the...
Hello, what's going on? My name is Dr. Ray Chingy, and I graduated from the Pete Holmes School of Podcasting and Wellness. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. I have all this wisdom. Do you have eyes? Just graduated. Congrats. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting out there. I feel like I got things to say that'll really help people and show them they're not alone. Do you do hypnosis therapy? No, just straight up talking therapy. How can I be cool? Oh man, that's really rough. I'm so sorry about that. How old are you now? Jeez, that sounds really tough. I'm really sorry about that. How do I break up with my boyfriend? Oh man, that sounds really, really, really intense. I'm so sorry you're dealing with that right now. Rap battle with my stepdad? Oh gosh. Wow. That sounds very intense. I can't stop thinking about how my balls smelled this morning. Jeez. That's a lot for a person to go through. How do you do a keg stand? So what you do actually is you kind of like center your gravity in your gut and kind of let your feet fly back a little bit. You're gonna kind of let them dangle backwards. You're gonna kind of lose yourself, but think of it like Tony Hawk and balancing during a grind. Is love real? Jeez, that's a very heavy question. Clearly you're dealing with a loss of love right now, and gosh, I'm so sorry about that. Cure my fear of cheese. Wow, that's really heavy. I bet that's really intense and hard to deal with right now. Do you subscribe to Hegelian dialectic? Jeez, that sounds...
Hello, I am Melchior, consumer of worlds. I'm here to help you with your problems. Why did you trick me into selling my soul? Oh God, was that you? I'm so sorry. I'm working on that. It's funny because it's like, you know, sometimes people feel like therapists don't have problems, like we've got all the answers, but really, you know, I'm working through my own things right now. I've got my own issues going on. I have anxiety. I have a dream. I have this recurring dream where I wake up and I'm naked, and it's the last day of school, or it's final exams, and I forgot to study for my exam, and I'm naked, and everybody's laughing at me. And my whole family is there for some reason, like all my classmates are my family. And the teacher says, Melchior, consumer of worlds, it's time for you to give your presentation. And I'm like, presentation? I thought this was a multiple choice thing, and I didn't even study for the multiple choice thing. And I'm not really into public speaking. Please quit trauma dumping on me, Melchior. Sorry, I'm working on that. That's something I'm working on. Anyway, how do you get to your... I missed that one.
Thank you, you will never escape.
Hey everyone, I hope that was good. It's the best you're gonna get. You want better help than that? Try making some money. Okay? Try getting large amounts of disposable income. Otherwise, that's it. That's all you got. And thank you so much, Wavy Lines. I think we got a prescription for treatment. Couldn't imagine what for since I have no problems, but we can theoretically. While we wait for that, I could also just get my next patient in here. Oh, hang on 1 second. All right, come on in. Hey. Oh, hello.
How's it going, Doc?
And another explorer. How's it going?
Honestly, not great, Doc.
Remember your name?
I'm Colonel Biff Geronimo.
Colonel Biff. And, you know, just so everyone can hear you, let's take that thing off your face. Colonel Biff Geronimo. Good to see you again, Colonel. I can't tell who you are when you're wearing the thing. You know?
Okay.
Don't look at me.
Okay.
Don't ever look at me. We've talked about
It's
this.
kind of a... I'd really rather not take off the helmet, you know?
You don't have to take off the helmet. You just have to allow me to see your face.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
Okay.
Don't. I can see.
I'm looking up.
Just look that way.
I'm looking up.
Look forward. I'm not going to do that again. I really have a low tolerance for that.
It's just that you want to see my face.
No, I don't. I want to be able to hear you, and I want to be able to... I can look at you. That's allowed.
Yes, sir!
All right. Good to see you still have that military discipline, Colonel.
Yeah.
Colonel, how you been doing this week? What's
Not
what's
too
going
good. Not too good.
What's wrong?
Feeling jumpy. Feeling like things just don't compare to when I'm up there.
So you're longing for the sensation of space?
Can't get enough of it.
Okay.
It's bullshit down here. It's terrible down here.
Tell me more about how that makes you feel.
This is I've heard pretty common. Tell me more about how it makes you feel to be here down on regular Earth as opposed to up in the fun, cool parts of space.
Yeah, down here I can't glide across the room to grab a pen or a packet of like carrot juice or something. No, I gotta walk with these useless meaty clubs.
Yeah, that must suck.
I don't have any use for them.
Well, you do have a use for them. You walk around with them. But it's gotta suck because, you know, when you're in space, you feel like God almost. You're doing this thing that so few people get to experience.
In
And
space, I was so damn cool.
it's like you're a superhero almost with this.
I was so freaking cool.
And now you're just here and you go to the store and shit, just like any regular schmuck.
Yeah, they laugh at me.
Well, I don't know.
They're laughing because the helmet, which is my Linus blanket.
Yep. I understand that, though. That's okay. I understand that you're not in a position right now to take the helmet off because you feel that connection to a time when you were cool, not like now when you are just some loser guy.
People used to high-five me up there.
Who?
The other colonels.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can get that sensation back. That's achievable.
You think so? You think people down here are willing to respect me and think I'm cool?
I mean, if you were cool, yeah. Like if you weren't weird and walking around.
It seems like you're implying that I'm kind of weird and not cool.
Okay, I've talked about this with other patients before. If you want, I can tell you all the standard shit and just say, hey, how does that make you feel? All right, take care of yourself. Or we can not beat around the bush here, and I can give you practical solutions to your problem. Which do you want?
I can not beat around the bush around here. Walk outside of this building and run into a bus.
Don't do that. By the way,
let's cut the middleman out, right?
No.
Huh?
No. Was the door locked when you came in, by the way?
Well, no, but the lock is on the outside.
Okay, why is that? I gotta look into that. And
was that your air mattress out there?
Air mattress?
Was that your air mattress that you
Have a look at this image and tell me what you see.
The mini fridge?
Yes. I don't want to get into that. First, we're gonna look at this Rorschach test to maybe help figure out why, what I'm trying to get to here.
It's a good model.
Tell me what that is.
Oh, God. Yeah, I see me. Face down, ass up.
You think that's you?
Cuddling around in space with the other colonels.
Okay, that's not you. That's not you. So this is kind of what I'm trying to get at.
I'll walk into a bus right now.
Okay, listen.
Let's stop mincing words. I don't like this fancy riddle wordplay.
Then let's stop mincing words. You are a weird freak. That doesn't mean you should kill yourself.
Thanks very much.
What's the handout for?
Thank you very much. Shaking my hand.
Okay, yes. You're welcome. Hey, stay. You are a weird freak. No one respects you. They all laugh at you as soon as you're out of earshot. But doesn't have to be that way.
Tell me more about how that makes you feel.
How does it make you feel to know that nobody respects you and everyone's laughing at you and they all hate you?
It's honestly kind of freeing.
Really?
Yeah, because it then tells me like, oh yeah, there's nothing better than when you were in space.
Yes.
And they're not letting you back up there.
Exactly.
Because the diaper incident.
Exactly. We've talked about that.
Might as well go run into a bus.
No. What is...
I'm trapped!
You're
trapping me!
If you're saying it's freeing, why does that make you want to run into a bus? Oh, because it's like freeing you from the tether to being alive?
To the idea of hope being a real thing.
Well, let's back it up. Because what if I could tell you I could teach you a series of tricks that would make people respect you?
If they work, then maybe I'll stop singing the Radiohead song to myself so often when I'm alone.
Creep?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's not good. Do you know about these guys?
Yeah.
They're like pickup artists?
Johnny,
No,
Tom.
no.
The boys, you know?
No. There's these guys who are like pickup artists. They teach you how to basically psychologically manipulate women into being with you even though they don't necessarily want to.
And you're saying I should be like that?
Yes, but instead of using it to have sex with women, you use it to get the respect of your peers in your community.
Okay. Okay, can you give me an example? I'm listening. I'm all ears.
Yeah, okay. So here's an example. When you go to the store, tell me what you do when you go to the grocery store.
First, I grab the biggest box of Honey Nuts and Cheerios and I cover my face.
Okay, what do you mean you
cover my face? And I get my cart and I just
Have a look at this image and tell me what you see.
Then I go to the produce aisle. Usually I start with the greens.
Okay, before we get into this further, this is a terrible start, but before we get into this further, I'm going to use this Rorschach test to make a point here.
Okay.
What do you see? What do you see here?
My fellow man,
Uh-huh.
whom I don't have the respect or admiration of.
Okay.
I see the future.
And that is a rare correct one. That is a guy you don't have the respect of.
I see a picture without me in it. I see the future.
That is a guy coercing you to suck his dick.
Look, the bus is gonna be here any minute now.
No,
you
you're
gotta
not-
let me go.
You're not gonna get hit by it. You go to the store. Tell me more.
Okay, yeah. I start with the greens. Then I go to the cheese aisle and I think, am I feeling adventurous today? Maybe so.
And let's say you are.
Gruyere.
You just buy it?
Just buy a slab.
Okay.
Put it in the cart. Pre-made salads. Kale Caesar. Put it in the cart.
And that's...
Pre-seasoned meats.
Okay.
Beef bulgogi. Sounds good. Put it in the cart.
Okay.
Then we're in dairy.
Okay.
Box of salted butter. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Zero fat Greek yogurt. Yep. That's a slam dunk in the cart. Orange juice. No pulp, please.
Okay. And are you saying this all out loud as you're going through the store?
Why? Yeah!
Okay. Now this is a great example. Here's a little trick, a little hack you can do to psychologically manipulate people around you into thinking you're cool and normal.
All right.
When you buy your groceries, just like shut the fuck up. Just like go through, buy the things, don't talk about it, keep your head down, act like you're busy, act like you got things to do.
Look, that sounds fine and all, but you have to understand that when I'm in the space station up there, communication's key. If I don't hear my fellow colonels, then I don't know what's going on.
Can I ask, do you always chew gum so violently that your helmet shakes up and down?
It's an issue.
Yeah,
They never
I would
got
say
me a
so.
bigger helmet.
I would say, among many things, that is an issue.
This is a problem to you?
It's not your biggest problem, but it's one of them for sure.
Is this one of like those things like me yelling in the grocery store that's weird?
Yes. It's a perfect example.
So you're saying I should take off the helmet?
If you're ready to take off the helmet, I think you should take off the
Oh boy. Give me a second, okay? Let me just consult with my team.
If it makes you feel any better.
They want you to be yourself out there, mate! I know, it's so scary out there. They're gonna roast you! They're gonna eat you alive! But at the very least, if you take the helmet off, then you can keep chewing gum without hurting your chin so much. Shut up!
You can see
Shut
it
up!
reflecting.
Oh, hey, you watch it now. Okay. Hold on one second. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh.
You alright? You doing okay? Great work. Hey, you know what I'm seeing right now?
What?
A normal guy who's sitting in my office.
Little old me?
Yeah. I'm seeing a normal guy who's sitting in my office and just beat the shit out of himself while having a conversation with himself.
You see this guy in the Starbucks shazamming the music he hears like it's just a normal dude?
I would say that's a normal dude. I'd say he's chewing with his mouth open a little bit, but that's not weird, it's more rude.
That's one small step for man and one giant leap for Biff Geronimo.
That's right, Biff. That's beautifully said.
The second Filipino man in space.
Wow. Does that bother you that you're the second Filipino man in space?
No, I love Buzz. I think he's a great guy.
Okay. Thank you so much, Baby Lines. This is going to be perfect. So, I'm going to have you do a little role play with this doll. Don't look at me.
Okay.
I'm going to have you do a little role play with this doll. Okay?
Sounds good.
We're going to pretend this doll is you. The guy, you were just having a little conversation with yourself. You were screaming at yourself.
Yeah, I do that. Times of trouble.
I want you to pretend this doll is a younger you. One
Okay.
that hasn't yet been to space.
Wow.
And I want you to have a conversation with him. And tell him some advice. Things he can do. So that people will respect him and not think he's such a freak and a loser. Okay?
Okay.
And keep in mind, this doll has a penis. Just so you know.
Just like me.
Exactly.
Just like me for real.
This doll has a penis. Don't feel like you have to use that, but know it is there.
Okay.
Let's try. Okay. And hang on, you're sitting on your glasses. Don't want you to break those.
Biffy, sweetie. Wow, look at you! Mama's proud. Mama's proud!
Can I just stop you? You're not your mother. You're not your mom in this scenario.
He's got an ass just like me, too.
Exactly. Just so you know, you're an older version of yourself speaking to a younger version of
I've
yourself.
got a small little ass! Biffy, baby, look at us. Peni still intact. Pretty good.
When you say penis still intact, is yours not intact now? Are you reminiscing at a time when your penis was intact?
I've got Space Hog.
You've got Space Hog?
Not to be confused with the 90s alt band.
And what does Space Hog entail?
Well, they have this song called In the Meantime.
No. What is your thing?
There's a great hook that goes...
No, not the... Okay.
And in the end we shall achieve in time.
To the doll.
thing
To the
they
doll.
call divine.
To the doll.
And all the stars will smile for us. And all is then, and then is all that was forever after. Maybe in the meantime, wait and see. We love the all of you. Where lands are green and skies are blue.
Hang on, shut up. I want you to stay in this character, stay in this moment, but I want you to tell me what this is. I want to see if something's changed. What do you see here?
That's what I see inside my helmet.
When you put your helmet on, that's what you're looking at?
That's what I'm looking at, right at. I feel like I'm in a chess match with myself. I damn near broke my glasses when I sat on them.
Near or did?
No, it's...
Okay, good.
I'm good. Enough.
That was actually the Sleepy Time Bear inside the Twin Peaks... What's it?
The Twin Peaks Red Room?
Yes, but it's... The Black Lodge. Thank you to my secretary's boyfriend for queuing that up for me.
Big Peaks head over here.
Yeah. He actually got me on Twin Peaks. He said it would be... It's real fucked up and weird.
And
it is.
The space is like.
It's really fucked up and weird. Everyone's always talking weird, and some guys talk slowly, and it's like, whoa, imagine that was happening. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, space be just like that also.
Okay. So that's what you see. You see fucked up weird shit like that. I want you to go back to consulting the doll.
Okay.
How would you console him about that situation where he
Look,
sees fucked up shit?
I know Dad taught us to talk weird, alright? I know he told us that power comes from intimidation. But apparently, power comes from connection.
Yes.
And not making people feel weird.
Yes.
And the only way to do that,
you have to be normal.
alright, is not bring so much force into common conversation.
That's one of the many things, yes.
Also, close your mouth when you chew.
Mm-hmm.
I can't help it anymore.
Don't narrate your entire life.
Don't be narrating your entire life like you're like some sort of vlogger.
Dress well.
Dress better than I'm doing now.
Have a lot of money.
Keep that big boy in the pants, though. That's a secret from society. What's that about money?
Did you say you have a giant hog?
We're gonna look. I don't want to talk about it, okay?
Just have that inform you. Have that.
They call it Vincent Gallows disease.
You have Vincent Gallows disease?
Have a look at this image and tell me
let's
what
turn
you see.
things up on all that again.
Yeah.
And we're going to do one more of these tests so we can see if we made any progress here. What do you see here?
I see inside of a black hole.
And scan the QR code.
That's where I'm going.
Scan the QR code and then tell me.
That's where we're all going. That's where it all leads, people. I've been up there. I've seen it all. Me and Shatner.
Okay, that's wrong. But hey, you tried.
You wanted me to scan that code?
It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to do that. I feel like we're making a lot of good progress today.
Victoria's boyfriend here. It's a fucking weird ass like QR code website.
That makes sense.
It's a website for QR codes?
Yeah. Real Ouroboros of a fucking link.
I remember seeing the QR code for the first time.
When
on the
was
poster
this?
for 9. That sick animated movie. Elijah Wood, John C. Reilly.
Is it 9?
Crispin
the
Glover.
Daniel Day-Lewis one?
Absolutely not. It's a separate film.
Is that also called 9?
Sack guys.
It's about little sack guys, not unlike Little
Cartoon.
Big Planet. It's a cartoon.
The late 2000s loved little sack guys.
There's a Coheed and Cambria song in the trailer.
Chat.
And the host had a big QR code, and I
I
thought,
need you-
what the fuck am I looking at? What is that?
Don't look at me.
Turns out it's a link
Okay.
to information on the film, alternate trailers.
We're almost done here. Before
The
we
short
go-
film by Shane Acker
Hey,
that
shut
won
the
a
fuck up.
Sundance
Shut the fuck
Award.
up. Shut the fuck up. Before we get out of here, chat, give me some ways that people can be normal. I need you to give me a bunch of things that is normal and cool and will make people think you're normal and would want to be around you and would so that they respect you at least at the bare minimum. Take your pants off and no.
Okay.
No. Normal hand things. That's good. Blinking, whistling. These are all good. Get into improv comedy. I can't recommend against that enough if you want to be normal. Singing Oingo Boingo. I'm not sure about that one. Eat bread. A lot of people do that. Reddit. That's a very normal guy website to visit. Handing out jars of your own semen. No, don't do that one. Smooth cock. That's very normal for sure.
First time.
Yeah. First guy and nails it. First shot and he nails it. Forgetting if you left the stove on. That's very normal. Touch grass. That's a very normal thing to do.
I hate this stuff.
Planking in conversation. I don't
Like
know about that
sand.
one. Do casual little dabs? No. Normal balls. Absolutely. You want your balls to be very normal.
Do I gotta stop whistling Oingo Boingo and doing the hand stuff?
I think you never should have started. So let's get a couple more things and let's try to really keep these normal. Say, this guy's trouble when you see your male friend. Beautiful. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. Laugh
can
at
do that.
SNL.
That sounds fun.
Absolutely. Laugh at SNL is another great example.
Let's say I'm leaving Trader Joe's and I see a fellow colonel. So I'll
Wearing
say,
clothes.
This man's trouble!
Wearing
Look
clothes.
out, everybody!
Hey, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Wearing clothes. That's a normal. That's another one. Doing heroin on the subway. No, these are not. Get a heated water
I
filter.
feel weird. I'm putting the helmet back on.
Okay, that's okay. You went a long time without it. And I'm
Thank
very
you.
proud of you. All right. Drink on Saturday. Eat 3 balanced meals a day. These are great. Are you getting all these? Smoking
Sure,
every
yeah,
day.
sure,
That seems
why
to be
not?
becoming more normal. Watching Game of Thrones and being normal about it. Exactly. Okay. That should give you a ton to work with. All right?
Thank you.
Listen to
I'll
Lo-Fi
take a
Nerd
look at
Rock.
all these strategies.
And eat a handful of almonds before going. I don't know. That seems too specific. Okay. Are you good?
Yeah, I like that I have a lot of things to work with.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to next week's session.
Exactly. Why are you? Okay.
Thanks for looking at me.
Don't fuck. You tricked me.
Gotcha.
You fucking tricked me. Get out of here.
Just a kind of prank we pull on the
Don't
International
look at
Space
me.
Station.
Don't look at me. Get out of here. I'm not gonna fucking shake your hand. Get out of here.
Oh, this is staying on for a while.
Okay.
I'm gonna go catch the bus.
Next week we'll get out of here. Next week we're gonna talk about if you made any progress. Motherfucker. Not supposed to look at me. Fucking ruins the therapy. Oh, and make sure he pays. Make sure he Venmos or something. Or Bill NASA.
You got it.
Seems like they fucked him up.
Did someone say my name, Bill NASA?
Why are people coming in here?
I heard you talking about in the movie 9, starring Daniel Day-Lewis. It had the same name as another animated movie.
That's what it is. Okay.
It's a musical remake of 8.5.
Who's that? Who's this guy?
That's my brother.
Okay.
Well done.
Stop it. Everyone get out. If you're not my secretary's boyfriend, or his friend that he sometimes brings for a little bit, please leave my house.
Hey, I'm gonna go to the sandwich shop. If you want anything?
I already ate my Jersey Mike sub today, but thank you very much.
Hey.
You got
Okay.
J Mikes? I got J Mikes. I'm the boyfriend of the secretary. by
You
the way.
brought me the J Mikes.
Yeah, oh shit, right.
You bring me the J Mikes. You got me the one with the turkey and the roast beef and the bacon and mayo.
Yeah, I got that today because you get that. It sounded good.
It is really good.
I liked it.
Okay.
I just got out of the restroom. Have you seen my brother?
He left. I told everyone to leave.
He's about to diss at all.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
He's
He
like
left.
like me.
He left. He's gone. All right. Another thing to note, Janet. We need a door that locks from the inside.
I don't know how to do that.
Then just write it down and I will do it. I will figure it out.
Okay.
And the chat stays as well. You guys can stay. You're cool. Okay, I think I have one more appointment today. We're just gonna do I got one more appointment today, and then that's it for the day. Today has been stressful. That's what you gotta do sometimes. Okay. Oh, hey!
Hi!
Hey!
Are we in the right place?
Yes.
Hi, hello, my name's Bellatrix Lestrange. Nice to meet you.
Like
I know
from-
it's a funny name.
Well, isn't it
My
because...
mother was quite a big fan of the website Pottermore.
Really? Not Harry Potter, the website
She could not
Pottermore?
read the books.
Okay.
She could not read them, so she had to stick on the Pottermore website. And she did get Slytherin, so she was learning about women like Bellatrix.
I was Hufflepuff. I don't know
Oh.
if that means anything.
No, it does not. I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with the source material. Now, my husband is somewhere.
Oh, okay. We can do a couples therapy.
You said that's what this is, right? I've never done therapy
Have him bring
before.
in, have him bring in one of those black chairs. that are
Instead of therapy growing up, we did divination.
Please don't look at me, just so you know.
All right, sorry about that. He's got it. He's strong. Ugh. Well, we're just waiting on him, I guess.
look at me. Don't look at me.
Doctor. Now,
Stop looking
Dr.
at me.
S, is that a family name?
Yes, it is. Stop looking at
Yes.
me.
Of course, Bellatrix Lestrange is not a family name. It's from Harry Potter.
We're getting on the opposite of a Hufflepuff. What would you say I am? Am I a Slytherin? That would really hurt my feelings. Anyway.
Why?
Don't look
There's
at me,
many
please.
powerful Slytherin, but I would not know.
I just think people generally think I'm a mean guy, and I think I'm actually
Really?
a nice guy when you get to know me. That's
Tell
not
me more about that. Do you think it's
Howdy. Hi, are you the husband?
Yep.
Yeah.
This
hi.
is my
What's your name?
husband.
I'm Ted Lestrange.
That's Ted Lestrange.
So-
He took my name.
Okay.
He took my
Stop looking at
name.
me.
We're
Stop
starting
looking
a dynasty.
Stop looking at me.
We're starting a dynasty.
Stop
The
looking at me.
Lestranges are in the building.
That's true.
That's something you'll hear a lot on our neck of the woods. There's a hell of a lot of us.
That's true.
I'm not the only one.
Okay, if we are to proceed with this session, you two cannot look at me. Am I making
All right.
myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Shoot my wife.
Whoa! We're coming out firing tonight, aren't we, Dr.
Do you
S?
want a chair or are you good standing?
What's that?
Do you want a chair or are you good standing?
I don't know who you're referring to. I can't look at you.
Okay, you, the husband.
That's me.
Would you want a chair or are you good standing?
I'd love a chair.
Okay, I'm gonna get you a chair. I'm gonna get you.
Usually the guest goes, usually the host gets the chair, please.
No. That's awful.
Yes, that's awful kind of you. Oh, to be comfortable in someone else's home. Nothing quite like it, is it, Huzzy?
No, indeed. Absolutely, Huzette. Now, I understand you've had quite a tough week.
Have I ever?
Don't look. And by the way, just for the purposes of this, I know we love each other. Just don't look
I'm
at
not
me.
supposed to look at you.
Don't look at me.
Okay, I'll
as
turn
if
this
I'm
way. Hello.
in this
My
chair.
name's Bellatrix Lestrange.
I know your name. Don't look at me either, please.
All right. Well, now I don't know where to look. I guess I'll just look straight ahead, just like
What
Mom
is
always told
the
me.
problem in your relationship?
Shooey.
Very kind of me. Maybe I'm not a Slytherin after all. Hey, what is the problem in your relationship?
That's a great question. What would you say is the problem in our relationship?
Can I borrow that pipe? Yes, sir. What would you say the problem in our relationship is? I mean, we're having fun
We're
now,
having
aren't
fun.
we?
Don't look at me,
It's just a couple minutes
I don't
in.
understand what's so difficult
This
about
this is one of the best Groupons we ever
And
got,
don't look
honey.
at me if I may. Just for the purpose of while I'm sitting in the
I
chair.
feel like I'm a dog chewing on a chew toy. This.
She sometimes plays around like a dog outside. She'll
Dog
go find-
mama, loud and proud.
She'll go, and I keep forgetting not to look at you. She'll go outside, find
You
something.
don't. You can look at me. I think I
can
can't
look at you.
you.
You
What
can't
are
look
the
at me.
rules?
As long as I'm in the chair.
Don't
I'm just
look at
making
me. I don't care what you
What
two
do we
do
do
with
with
each
him?
other.
Doctor,
the
does it
chair.
apply to the chair or just to
To
the
the
person
guy.
decided who got the PhD on the wall?
For God's sakes.
Okay, so you don't have a problem in your relationship?
I'm pretty good. Fuck a bunch.
Fuck a bunch.
Okay.
I come loud and hard.
But is it? And yeah, definitely. That's cool. Would you say?
That's cool.
But would you say it's exclusively a physical relationship? Do you guys have an emotional, romantic attachment as well?
Yeah, attachment when I mean come inside, I guess you
Okay.
could say.
Yeah,
Pretty crass.
When you come inside on top of each other, there's sort of a physical relationship there that becomes emotional.
Emotional.
I understand that totally.
I
but
feel like we share each other's emotions when we're in the house.
Absolutely.
You say I've been watching Rube Raiders for 13 hours straight. I'd like to watch something else. I say,
Thank you.
you go
will
on right
never
ahead.
escape.
Yeah, that's true. So we communicate pretty well, have pretty good sex with each other.
Okay.
Care deeply about each other,
Care
imagine
deeply
a
about-
future together.
Every single day of my life. I mean, he took my name for gosh sake, and it's not an easy one to pronounce.
Absolutely. But
No.
Here come Lestranges. That took a while
Lestrange-
for them to get out there.
And because a lot of times they think that you're saying you're strange.
Here come the strangers.
But that's not quite the case.
And if strangers are coming, that's a whole other set of issues.
And
Might be-
strange strangers. Now,
Right.
that'd be something else. wouldn't it?
Absolutely. And they don't have
Wouldn't
wands.
it?
They can carry around weapons, those sorts of missile launchers.
Wands do not work in the real world. As much as I tried to tell Mama.
Now that's
Okay.
something. You want to talk about that?
Who?
Let's get an example of a problem you two have faced in your life, and we'll see how you dealt with it. What was the last issue you two had to deal with?
If I may, her mama.
My mama.
Her mama and her fixation on Potter
Slipped
World.
into an accent.
Potter
there,
Moore,
if I may
to
pause
be
for
exact.
you slipped into an accent there a little bit.
I was just sort of. You're right. I did. You said.
I'd like you
I
to
did.
tell me a little bit
fun
more
of
about
us
your
and where
mother.
we come from?
No, I'm not. It was a natural. I don't say mama normally, so
Yeah.
I couldn't help but say it in the way you
Kinda
would say
swiveled
it.
He's letting us look at him now because he feels weak in
Right.
comparison.
I've given
We've
up.
sort of
I've
taken
given up.
control.
We've taken control.
The
Taking the
lunatics
chair.
are running the insane asylum.
And let's tell me about your mother. Okay.
Stare at the doctor forever, honey. I could stare at him all day. You're good. You're a tall drink of water.
Yes, that's true. He's a tall drink.
Does it bother you that your wife compliments my physical appearance?
Not even one bit.
Not even
Okay.
one bit. That's how sure we are in our
tall drink of
relationship.
water.
Okay.
Lestrange of water.
Sorry, that is my
A tall-
secretary's boyfriend.
A tall shrink of water.
That is my
tall
secretary's
shrink
boyfriend
of water.
essentially
That's an
heckling us
interesting
right
play on
now
words.
with
Play on
his
words
own
there.
pitch of a joke.
Is this some sort of learning hospital? Get people
Yeah.
gawking through the.
No, we
Yeah.
just have
windows?
guys who linger outside and love.
You know,
talking.
that happened to me once. I was in surgery, and there were a bunch of medical students looking, and my insides were on the outside. You know how it goes. And someone threw a junior mint, and it landed in me, and it got thrown up in me, and now I just have to live with it.
That's really interesting.
Did I steal that from a
Legitimately
television
fascinating.
show?
I couldn't tell you.
I can't tell. It sounds. Once I started saying it, I'm like, is that my life? Is that one of the colorful characters on a streaming service?
Well, and I'll tell you what, got enough colorful characters in our life. You know, you showed that your mother is
My
junior
mother-
mint X-ray, and she's saying that's a galleon in there from Harry Potter's currency.
I'm saying,
Okay.
what the hell is the galleon?
So this
She
is
won't let
good.
me read the
So
book.
we need you to tell me about your mother. So
Please.
how did you deal with this problem?
Where do I begin?
Your mom being like this kind of idiot who doesn't understand.
Okay.
What was that?
Did he just call my mother an
That's what I
idiot to
heard.
my face?
Absolutely, that's what I heard. And we're not allowed to look at his face. He's allowed to call your mother
Mother
an idiot.
idiot. I think that's
I was
kind of
just
interesting.
picking up what you were putting down. You said
Well, I
she
gotta-
didn't understand things.
I just want to point something out real quick. I have a bunch of metal keys in my pocket. And if he talks about my mother again, I'm going to whip him across the face with them.
You're going to hit me with those keys?
I'm going to hit you with this big thing of keys. You talk about my mother like that again.
Okay. I will say it more politely.
That's right. See how he doesn't say not to look at him when he's low status.
I've given up on the idea of you two following any instructions I give. What?
Well, that kind of cut a little deep,
A
didn't
little
it?
deep, and I'm saying, yeah, sort of attempting to reclaim the supremacy of the space by.
And I'm like,
It is my
okay,
home.
I feel it, you know.
We're both therapists. Did you know that?
I could never have guessed that. I didn't get a chance
Yeah.
to ask many questions.
Both
So
therapists.
you're both therapists.
Yes, sir.
Do you do
Yes,
the
sir.
same type of therapy?
Well, husband, we do it at the same time.
What does that mean?
We're a husband and wife therapy team.
And do you get one patient, or are you talking to other couples?
We each have a patient. They're not related. We each
So
sit at
you
desks
bring
and look
in
across
two-
each other.
You bring in two patients that
Yes.
don't know each other and are there for their
Yes.
own reasons, and the four
Yes.
of you do therapy together.
And I'll tell you, guess what percentage of the time the two people fall in love after the appointment?
Like
100% of the
No,
time.
not 100%.
100% of the time.
That's the guarantee.
And that's why we do it. It's sort of like speed dating meets mental health practice. And that's sort of a little thing we've cooked up in the Lestrange household.
So you seem to be doing really well.
Have a
for
look at this
yourselves.
image
Let's get
and
this
tell me what you
Rorschach
see.
test to see if this will help me clarify what's brought you to it.
And then we'll let you ask your questions. We're sorry.
What is this?
You can take it first if you like, honey, or I can
Well,
go first.
I know there's a bunch of squiggly marks on the right, but I couldn't tell you a lick of what they say. Seems to be a silhouette of some kind of demon or monster. I'm not really quite sure.
And I can tell that there's writing that says, who's that Pokemon on the right side? But as far as the images represented by symbols not of the alphanumeric nature, I couldn't tell you what those represent at one bit.
And that's why we're the perfect team. Thank you very much.
I can't understand symbols outside of writing.
And I can understand symbols, but I can writing, but not symbols.
Right.
But that's what you said.
That's what I had.
No, you can understand
Did I
symbols
fuck it
but
up?
not writing.
Exactly.
You can understand writing but not symbols.
That's correct,
That's
sir.
correct,
So you have
sir.
a symbiotic relationship.
And
with
that's the Lestrange guarantee.
So what I'm not understanding, because you two seem to be a very great couple,
Yes.
you're loving, you're communicative, you have this thing you do together.
Sex.
Yes, and your jobs as well is what I was talking about. But also you fuck each other a lot. But what I'm trying to figure out is what has brought you into my office today.
Measuring up the competition. Simple as that.
You're feeling out what kind of therapist I am.
Yeah, we're both in the same line of work. You know, some people say, falling in love therapy with his two randos, which is a trademark, by the way, is what we call it. It's not for
Kinda
us.
wordy, but
We
okay.
gotta go, well, judge lest ye be judged.
I'd like you to tell
Mr.
me a
Ass.
little bit more about your mother.
And let's get into it a little bit more about your mom, because that did feel like kind of
Right.
the only thing I could latch on to as in terms of treatment. So if you
Right.
tell me more about the mom.
My mother.
No, either one.
I
Just
think
if
he
you
should
guys
let-
give me something that I can do therapy on, then maybe, you guys can see.
Bless you.
Oops.
Sure thing, I'll tell you a little bit about my mother. My parents were both killed defending me from a dark villain that came to my house because, you'll never believe this, because he believed that I was the only one prophesied to destroy him and end his reign of terror over our community.
And now, do you see the similarities between that and the Pottermore?
What's that?
Source material.
Pottermore.
The thing.
Pottermore.
that-
The thing my mother was.
Oh,
obsessed
I see.
with.
This is the website that her mother. I
Yes.
know. That's not familiar. I didn't
never
play
noticed
too
the
much time on it. I
similarities
didn't
there.
play video games for the life.
You think maybe your connection to him spawns from the fact that he can bring forth a sort of reality to your mom's delusion in a polite way.
Well, I guess I'm a little confused because Pottermore was mostly about it was like a Wikipedia page,
Yes,
so
but
I
in the
was learning it
Wikipedia
up.
page, clearly there's a part where they talk about Harry's origin.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Okay, Harry Potter from Pottermore.
Is he a student at Hogwarts?
He's a popular character that was created on the site.
Well, swing and a miss on that potential diagnosis.
I saw a page one time talking about how before this school had plumbing, the students there would take defecate on the ground and cast a spell on it so it disappeared.
Disappear. If you can believe that, that's how I was raised in that traditional setting.
So
But
you understand that you understand the minutia of the school's plumbing system.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you don't understand.
Yeah.
You don't understand who Harry Potter is.
Well, I couldn't ever get the spell right, so I was just making little piles all over the yard. That was the problem. So when you got a diagnosis how I can fix that, because I still have a problem. I forget. He's
still
taught me how to
shit in
use
your
the
yard?
toilet, but sometimes there's no way like the way you grew up.
Nature versus nurture.
Nature versus nurture.
It's so hard for me to gauge what level of understanding of the Harry Potter universe you two
You
have.
want me to lay it out for you?
As much as you
All
can.
right. He doesn't have much, but
Okay.
he was raised in a way analogous to a character in the book.
The main
I
character,
don't know about that because Pottermore does not tell you the story of Mr. HP. It's
Okay.
more of an encyclopedia about the world itself, but does not dig into the details. So I know about Ravenclaw, Slytherin, House Points, Quidditch, Diagon Alley, but I have no idea who Hermione is, and I am not interested in who the Weasleys are at all.
And the shitting on the ground is a big part of it.
And the shitting on the ground. She really stuck to that, Bobble.
Absolutely.
Well, her name wasn't Lestrange. We changed it.
What was your name originally?
Her name is Pam Grady. My name is Bellatrix Lestrange.
Yes, because she changed the name before having.
Were you asking me?
No. What is your name originally?
Harry Potter.
Okay. So surely just that alone has come up. Do you? Okay, I'm gonna.
Yes, but I mean, again, it's like I understand that the character exists, but it's like you're telling me, okay, let me tell you something. The way I was raised. All right. So for me, the world was real. Right?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
But the characters didn't exist.
No, but it's been like, okay, your name. What's your name?
My name is James Ass.
James Ass. Imagine there's another James Ass, right? It was the same name.
That's the name. The James and the Giant Peach. That's his name.
James Ass, really? Yeah, exactly. So I don't think you're him in the same way. I know there's other men named Harry Potter, but I don't know him.
Wait, what?
Like, do you
I
follow me?
understand what you're saying. Just because a character happens to have, you might find out a character has the same name as a friend that you know.
Yeah.
But you don't think? Let me take a shot here. Let me really try one here. You don't think the fact that your husband has all these similar things almost makes real the cinematic universe or the literary universe of Harry Potter? You don't think that the fact that his existence validates it as an external reality in any way that you are drawn to him, because then it makes your mother's delusions less problematic. It validates them in a way because his name's Harry Potter and he was like the boy who lived scenario.
My name's Ted Lestrange.
His name is Ted Lestrange.
I changed it.
Changed it.
And at church.
Do you see, as two therapists, you must see what I'm trying to get at. That you unconsciously are trying to validate your mother's delusion by clinging to this man. Does that resonate in any way?
Do you know the book Joseph Campbell's The Power of Myth?
Yes, I know it very well.
So it's
I've listened to the Audible of it.
You know it.
So
you
is
know
she.
it.
She can't read.
I can't.
That's
I
incredible.
have to listen to the Audibles. It's a great website. And if you use promo code BANGBANG after the show's done, you can get a free audiobook as well. So, now, you know in Joseph Campbell's Power of Myth, now, the thing about the story of the mythical man is that it repeats throughout history.
Yes.
So while his story may just happen to resemble something in fiction, I mean, in the same way, I'm not sitting over here saying, am I married to Luke Skywalker? You know what I'm saying? It's just, it doesn't mean anything to me. It'd be a silly world if I was.
Let's say your mother was obsessed with Star Wars Land at one of those, wherever that is.
My mother was killed.
Yes, I know. I'm not talking about your mother.
And my
I'm
mother
so sorry to hear about that.
My mother likes Potter more.
Yes, but let's say your mother was obsessed with,
You're talking about
her mother.
Scum and Villainy, that bar that's like
yes,
a bunch of Star Wars themed things.
What a great place.
Yeah.
I mean,
so let's
for fans.
say your mom
So I've heard.
was obsessed with that place.
Okay.
And you came across a guy who was named Luke Skywalker.
Okay.
Don't you think that you would feel a connection in some way because of that?
No, because I don't think Luke Skywalker would be part of the Scum and Villainy portion. Maybe
know what?
if
That
his
was
name
weak.
was
I'll admit
Greedo.
that was weak.
What if his name was Greedo? Can we
Okay.
try it again?
Yeah, let's try it again.
Give it to me again.
Everything I just said, but his name was Greedo.
Okay.
And can I help?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, keep that door so long.
See? Now let's go run with that.
That's not the man I'm married, so I'm not interested in him in the least.
I'm sorry
Okay.
about that.
I love you.
I love you.
Hey, folks!
It's the Everything Now Show!
It's the Everything Now Show!
Thank you so much for watching. We
Thank
do
you
this
so much.
every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Mondays and Thursdays from 8 to 10. Saturdays from 6 to 8. So you can tune in then too.
If you
Watch the
haven't
show.
followed us yet, follow us right now. And also, please join the Discord. There's so much cool, fun stuff happening in there. Do !Discord.
All those Rorschach images that were sent in, they were sent in the Discord.
That's where you can do stuff like that.
We have
So
a bunch
join-
of, every format has a game like that. So every episode you can submit an image, it will get used probably, maybe, who knows, and we'll have a fun time.
So please join it, and also follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter,
Tell
subscribe
me more
to
about how
YouTube.
that makes you feel.
I feel great about
We
it.
feel
I think it's a really
great!
cool
When
show.
you don't do these things, and I keep saying them over and over again, I feel weird.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. It makes me feel weird when at the end of every show I have to go, don't forget to... It makes me feel like I'm doing the like and subscribe thing.
Don't
so
make
if you
Chris
want
feel
that
weird.
to stop, all of you join immediately. So then I'd go, well, the exact amount of people who are on all across every single thing, it lines up a perfect 1-to-1, so I don't need to bring this up.
You can fix this. You can fix Chris.
Good luck.
Yeah, tonight, wonderful episode, amazing episode, and it wouldn't have been such without our amazing special
Amazing
guests. Please, come on out! Luke Taylor, David Brown!
Let's bring it out, and folks, for some reason the exclamation point guest is not working.
Pose for like a photo. Like think you're posing for a photo. Here it is. Oh, look, Rocky, you got your friend. Yeah, that's right, Rock. Not like that's not gonna help.
Hi. I'm
Hey,
David.
what's going on with you guys? What's
Sorry about my ass.
what do you got coming up?
Huh? Hey, what's up, man? Great job.
Great work.
Great working. Fantastic stuff.
Great working with you guys.
This is what happens at the end of every show when the cameras go.
Oh, thanks. That's really cool.
Yeah.
You guys got anything you want to plug?
Yeah, plug some.
I'll just plug my stream on Twitch. I stream on Twitch a few nights a week.
Really check it out.
At
It's so
the Luke
funny.
Man. Hey, thanks,
At the
guys.
Loop Man, go. You're already on Twitch. Just
You
go
better
follow.
fucking follow!
Literally
You can do it
just
right
open
now.
another tab and follow the Loop Man. on
I'll be
Twitch.
live
That
tomorrow,
easy.
and you can ask me anything about how did I come up with all that crazy stuff tonight. Well, you can ask me tomorrow on my stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't recommend that enough.
Please follow the Luke Man.
I do a call-in show. I should say that part. So
you can actually call in. We would never allow you to do that.
no,
Ever.
Heavens.
they don't trust you.
That would be, we would never ever, but if you want, maybe him. Maybe he'll let you. We will not.
He's the cool teacher.
Yeah.
We're the strict.
And you call in, and I solve your problems, and then when you get them solved, you then pay me.
It's true.
So that's the incredible part of the mission.
If you want to give Luke money, you got to check out the show.
Yeah.
David,
And if you're in Los Angeles on October 28th, come to see my show with a friend of the Everything Now show, Isabella Gerasoli. We're doing a show called David and Izzy, She's Loud, He's Quiet at the Elysian as part of the Forget About Spaghetti Festival on October 28th.
it's a must-see, folks.
You got to buy tickets, people.
2 ENS legends on the stage, live in Los Angeles at the Elysian Theater. So
Tearing it
go
up.
Check it out.
Tearing it up with their love.
And follow them on socials as well. I think anything
Follow
else?
us and join the Discord. And we say that a lot, and we really mean it. And if you don't follow Discord, we're
We
going
sell
to ban
shirts.
you from the chat.
We also sell
we got
shirts.
freaking merch,
Let me figure out who
people.
we're rating in the meantime.
We also sell that
Keep talking
Thanks,
about
Wicked Lazy. We will come back soon. I might be back sooner than you think.
What did that mean?
What does that mean?
I
We haven't invited him, but it's, you know, Saturday. Oh, Saturday!
Yeah.
We're doing
What
something
is that?
very special on
You're like-
Saturday.
I'm a fucking moron.
You're going to learn more about what's going on
Am I just
Saturday
gonna show up out
on
of the-
Thursday when we have Colin Baker and Cameron Farmer coming along.
Alright, we're gonna raid Unstandard Live.
We're going to send you to Unsanity.
Say hi to Tom.
Hi, Tom. Ask him why he ghosted us on Twitter.
No, don't do that.
Why would you?
Ask him why.
Please do not do that.
Ask him why he unfollowed.
No, be cool. Don't do that.
He
unfollowed?
He followed, unfollowed. He did that thing where
We
he
could have gone to
followed,
Twitch.
so
We
could
could have
follow.
gone to
Get his
TwitchCon.
ass.
Well, you
and
guys
we
couldn't
could've-
follow back.
Start
so-
me.
Do that.
He didn't do that.
Tell him we'll see his ass in San Diego 2023.
We're coming to kill his
We're going to
ass.
Twitch. Guys, we're going to TwitchCon. I'm gonna follow the ball harder this time. Woo!
He's been nice to us. He's been cool.
We love Tom.
He still follows us.
The thing is, they should have put more foam in the pit. That's why it happened.
That would have stopped the.
They
woman
should have
from
put more foam in it.
breaking her butt in two
Or
places.
maybe they shouldn't do games for kids at an adult convention. I don't know. That's just my
Guys,
thought.
just don't be normal in the chat.
You look
Thanks for
ugly.
Hey, fuck you, Sloth 17.
You
Hey,
look ugly.
And we're done.
What do you look like, man?
What the hell just happened? People roasting us in the chat.
somebody said we look ugly.
I'm gonna fucking